Do you think this cheese is fucked up? Cheese looks like it might be fucked up.
It's got that,
Throw it out, did you? Shit might have nothing happened anymore. I just had a couple of those goddamn things here and there without my glasses on.
Did you really?
One right feeling.
Hey, man, let me tell you what happened. It's been about 25 years ago.
Yeah.
But Kenny, we were staying in Amy's house in Florida.
Yeah.
And Kenny was trying not to cut the lights on. He was just trying to be courteous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he poured him a little glass of milk and grabbed him a donut off the counter. And he was eating the donut.
Yeah.
And I heard him spit. He goes, man, that donut tastes like shit.
Yeah.
He cut the light on it, and it was, you know, those white powdered donuts?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was bluish green and grown together, man.
Oh,
He started
yeah.
heaving,
Oh.
gagging.
Yeah. Where do you have a house in Florida?
Mom had rented a condo down there. He went to that AMA, that motorcycle mechanic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go down there and fuck around?
Yeah, I went down there.
Was it any fun?
But he graduated. He got his AMA card and all that shit.
Really? Did you ever fuck with it? That was Andy?
Yeah. That was fun. Why?
Good for him. You done with this, Pop?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
You think anything you want to eat fried tomorrow? Chicken nuggets?
Good. I'll let you bring us something back. I might
How about mushrooms? Deep fried mushrooms.
Yeah, I've never had them.
Yeah, good as hell.
Good.
Yeah. I'll get that. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was just getting something to eat. You know, it takes a while for these people to know you're on.
Yeah, I know. I did get your notification tonight.
Oh, no kidding. That's weird.
Well, you know what I noticed, Tom? I think I figured it out. This is for me anyway. When you post a lot of videos in one day,
Yeah.
I stop getting notifications from you. It's like I only get so many.
Yeah, they said one time that you only get 3 notifications.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. I don't know for
Yeah, you
everyone
might be
else,
right.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I've noticed that that's what it seems like. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, did you how was the lady at the gas station?
Good. I bought her a 6-pack.
Oh, you got her a 6-pack.
Yeah.
What, she didn't she asked you to buy her booze?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I suppose she didn't give you any money.
She never has any.
Oh.
You know, they only she feeds 33 stray cats. I buy the food for those too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's a
No, well,
decent person. Just, you know, these fucking jobs don't pay anything down here.
oh, I know. No, I understand that. You know, I had a nice neighbor. I don't know, for some reason, maybe she felt sorry for me, but she was always bringing me food she cooked and stuff she baked. And she probably thought I was just a lonely old lady by myself,
Yeah. Yep.
you know, because the kids don't come. I usually go see the kids because my house is so small. It's just, you know, they can't play here.
Right.
So I guess she probably never sees I have company. So
Yeah,
I
probably.
missed her though. She was real nice. And then I always made sure at Christmas I always bought her a nice gift.
Oh, nice.
Hmm. There are just kind people out there, you know, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are just considerate people.
Oh yeah, very nice.
This
In
lady
fact,
here, this is the one that I smoke a lot of stuff for.
oh nice. Is she the lucky one?
Yeah, I smoke her all sorts
Oh
of
shit.
turkey, salmon, brisket, you name it.
Oh
Pork
man.
butt. Yeah.
Now does she does she have a husband or anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, but he doesn't work or anything. He's I don't know, just, you know, welcome to the South.
Right. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that's probably why they don't have high wages, so that's probably why the cost of living is cheaper.
Yeah. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I could probably live like a king down there with my income, but up here it's nothing, you know?
That's it.
So, yeah, that's the whole deal.
Yeah.
Boy, if I didn't have the kids, Tom, I would be down around there somewhere.
Oh, that's nice. Although, you know, the groceries are still a lot, gas is still a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've noticed. Oh, excuse me. No, I was just going to say, I've just for fun, you know, some of these places you go, I Google and look at rent.
Yeah.
You know, in some of the places that you go to, and yeah, down south it seems like the average a 1-bedroom you can get for like $700.
Oh, wow.
And I pay 12. So see the difference, Tom?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, James, did you get the email I sent you? I sent James an email.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, it's nice, you know, if people have their name in their email, then it's easy to find. If they don't, good luck.
I know, I have my name in my email.
Yeah, unless you're emailing them all the time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That was my last name is my married name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my maiden name is a lot nicer than that stupid last name I have, but
Oh,
oh well.
you just
I
kept it, huh?
just had I did, Tom, because I had all the credit and everything in that name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, over the years, nah, I never changed it.
So
What
you
the
see
hell
this?
for?
See this?
Uh what is it?
126 proof moonshine.
Oh God, you're drinking it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh boy, it's gonna let loose in a little while, you guys.
You're getting
Oh
better
my
looking
God.
already.
I still haven't gotten drunk since I told you I was going to. I still haven't done it yet, Tom. But
Have
one
you
of these
noticed over the
nights I
years?
will.
Have you noticed over the years how your tolerance goes up
Uh
for alcohol?
well, I don't know because I don't drink that much. It
Yeah, I
seems
don't
like
either. I mean, I go months sometimes without drinking it.
oh yeah,
And I noticed, like, whether I take a break or whether I don't, it's like
right?
your body figures it out.
Oh, you mean you could drink more.
Well, I don't want to drink more, but I do drink
Right.
more because if I didn't, I wouldn't feel as good as I did when I drank less 30 years ago.
Oh, I know.
I
Oh,
mean,
I know when it
I can remember like being afraid to drink a margarita when I was like 18.
right.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
don't
I know.
I don't take chances drinking driving.
Oh no, no, I'm glad. No, you don't want to do that.
But if you told
Um,
me like I'll get good whiskey and sip it, which of course is a lot stronger than beer,
right.
but I would never like go into a bar and order that many shots. But when you're fucking around on the internet and you have those 5-hour chats,
Hmm.
you can drink 4 or 5 shots over 5 hours, no problem.
Oh God, no problem at all.
Yeah, and a fifth is only 17 shots.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean that glass is thick. It looks like you have more,
Right.
and
Right.
that's depending on what size shots. Like, of course, when you're at home, you don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
But shit, you'd have to be a millionaire to get drunk in bars.
Oh, I know, Tom. I like I told you, my margarita's $12.
Yeah,
And then at that other place, the Bloody Marys are $9. I mean, I
yeah,
think that's a lot.
yeah. I want to. Yeah, but the whole it's so much more fun when you're at like something fun. Like, I mean, I've been on.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really a cruise guy. I don't like being around. I mean, I like drinking and shit, but not with
Right.
200 fucking white trash lowlifes
Right.
that
I know.
finance their trip to the Bahamas.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's just I like a different kind. You know what I mean? But if you're at a
Yeah.
like good place and you realize as you get older how
Uh-huh.
much better things are going to be when you don't have to drive.
Oh, isn't it a relief?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, there's nothing worse than being at some kick-ass place, but you're driving and you're not spending the night.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It is a lot more fun to go out
Oh,
and have drinks. I know.
yeah,
We
like if
we
you those guys that started the UFC, Fratello
yeah,
brothers, they had those PlayStations, those big, they're not huge. They're off the strip, off the beaten path, but nice casinos. And they had like top-notch entertainment. And they had a lot of like reenactment bands, whether it was Led Zeppelin, Elton John, Yellow Brick Road, whatever. I'm not shitting you. If you shut your eyes, you'd think it was like the original artist, sometimes even better.
wow.
And they'd have these like kick-ass, like that margarita. I mean, not margarita, yeah, that's true, but like a Bloody Mary that was like aged cheese, like big jumbo ass kicker, olives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, just good like spices and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That sounds
Mhm.
so good right now. We'll have to do a drunk stream one night. You let me know when it is and I'll go get me something to drink.
Yeah, do it, do it. Well, I've been looking around. I hope I don't do this. Please pray for me. But I like messing around. Like, oh, you change as you get older. Like things that interest me when I was young. Like I used to really, really into aviation. Now I like watching them, and I do follow planes at night, and I do watch a couple aviation. I'm not really into it anymore. And I never like had an interest in cooking. Then I somehow got interested in this smoking food and shit. I buy a bunch of books, and I buy a smoker, and I do all this shit. Hey Mary, hey Chris, I've learned so much about like doing this, and I do kind of think about opening up like a food truck with just like, I'll give you an example. Like tonight, I cooked Marty and I Valdalia onion rings, deep
Uh-huh.
fried in peanut oil. Just
Yum.
yeah, you don't need to be any damn culinary arts graduate, but just the
No.
best everything, the best
Right.
fries, the best onion rings, the best hamburger, the best hot dogs, the best smoked salmon, and just sell it out of a food truck just for fun because I like doing it. But I was online last night, and like I have a stick smoker, like the cheapest kind you can get, and there's a learning curve to it. But once you get it, it's just like driver's ed or riding a bike. Like I said, I never had experience, right? And I didn't realize how long it took to cook things 2 1/4. And then you figure it out after a while. But I like to experiment with this kind of stuff. But you can get these commercial smokers, and you can use oak or whatever wood you want. And if the wood runs out during the course of the night, it keeps a perfect temperature. The gas or the electric will kick on. They're about 50 or 60 grand. And, I like doing it, but if I was going to do a food truck, I'd try to sell. I figured this out. I'm also surprised at how cheap pork is. Like I know
Oh, I know
wholesale.
it.
I know wholesale. If I bought racks of, let's say, St. Louis ribs or even baby back, I know that
Right.
you can get them for like $5 or $6 a rack. Well, anyway, I go
Oh,
online and I'm looking. I'm not going to be fucking around babysitting ribs for 6 hours at a crack and doing 2 slabs. Fuck that. I would
right.
do it like what I'm talking about, these commercial smokers that are expensive. I was looking at those last night. They're like 50, 60 grand. Some of them are more. They've got rib smokers out there where you can smoke ribs, anything, brisket, smoke, whatever you want to do, right? You can smoke 2 tons of meat at a time.
Yeah, Tom, I've seen those smokers on my cooking shows I watch,
Yeah, yeah,
and they are like $50,000, $60,000.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen those.
Yeah, but that's the only way. Like, if you were gonna like try to make money, now you'll see guys with like a stick smoker like me, only bigger one. But if you were racking out, let's say for an example, like those famous places like Franklin's and Austin, Texas, and stuff like that. I mean, it's possible they sell like sometimes like 500 racks of ribs a day, and
Uh-huh.
you're selling them for like 30. He gets more. He gets like 40, and I know he's getting them for $6 a piece. So that's like $34 profit on 500 rack of ribs every day, and they're only open 4 hours. But the problem is getting up to that point.
Right,
Yeah, well, that I mean, everybody be doing it, right? But
right.
if you that's the way to go, because the average mom and pop restaurant, they don't want to be fucking around with ribs and babysitting them that long. It's too time consuming. You got to watch it. You got to get the wood. But if you had a commercial smoker like that, and you built up a
Right.
business. Now the backside of that is if you just got into one big off at the start, fuck, you'd be
Uh-huh.
selling like 3 racks a day at the beginning and losing your fucking ass. So it's how long you could put up with that until the word got out that you had great ribs and you started selling out all day like the rest of these. I mean, I don't think there's any secret to having like great ribs. There's places all over that have them. Most places don't.
Right.
It's because they just don't know. They don't do them right.
Well, Tom, it's so funny you brought that up because a couple of miles from my house, there's this gas station and there's this food truck. They're there permanently, so I bet they rent that spot. They have a giant smoker outside. It's not it. I think it's a wood. It kind of looks like yours, but it's about as long as a small car. and you can, every time you drive by there, you can just smell this delicious food, and there's always lots of people. I have never, I have never stopped there to eat.
Yeah.
I should try it, because there's always a lot of people around, and they're smoking the food in there. I don't even know what kind of food truck it is. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's not Mexican. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's Mexican. I don't know. But yeah, they have a big smoker out there where they smoke the meat in there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, when you're like, I don't see how you could do it and there's way more money in pork than there is red meat. And brisket takes forever. I don't even think, I mean, I like brisket. I like cooking it for friends. But I think it'd be a while before you got up to where, the real money in it is selling sandwiches and shit. But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like fucking around with like $12 fucking sandwiches. I'd like to do 80 racks of ribs a day or whatever. And and when they sold out, I don't want to be fucking around with bullshit.
Right.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good.
What are you guys talking about?
Where are you?
Smoking food.
Oh, I want to, eventually I'm going to learn how to do that. I've never learned how to actually use a smoker. I know how to do everything else, but I don't know how to use a smoker, so.
Yeah, it's easy.
Is it kind of just like barbecuing?
No, I mean, it's like if you, like most people have somebody that teaches them.
Right.
And I think the hardest part, you'd probably be better at it than I was at the beginning because you're from more. I never bake stuff. You know why I never baked?
Really, ever?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not gay.
No. Guess what? It's because I know why. It's because you don't like to follow recipes or rules. That's right. You. That's so you. You are not a baker.
Yeah, I could bake.
Correct.
But it just took. It just takes. It's cooking at 2 1/4 is low.
Yeah, I mean most of it is. It is. You don't normally cook.
And when you're cooking red meat from like room temperature, that takes a long time. And at the beginning I rush stuffed. Yeah,
it's hard. Some things with cooking, like some things you have to take slow and some things you have to cook fast, depending on what you're cooking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're used to like that, if you're used to like cooking things at a faster pace, which some things you do have to do that, then slow cooking and
excuse me, Michelle, are you doing DoorDash right now?
No, I'm just on my way back from my mother's house. So I was like, and then I saw that you guys were on. I was like, all right, well.
Oh, I'm just teasing you, honey, about the DoorDash.
I don't know. I think Tom's you're probably really good at cooking, like chef work, because that you kind of just make, you do your own thing, really. Like there's a base, but then like you can do things to the food, you know what I mean, to how you like it. It's not like baking. Baking, you really have to, when you're baking, it's very important to stick to recipes, to not really go too far, kind of like make it your own, because there's always a reason behind the ingredients that
you have to be precise. You have to be precise.
All the stuff that I do is simple. I'm not like marinating and 4 stages and baking it for a while and taking it out, putting some other shit on it.
Right.
My cooking is like all.
What I care, right?
Yeah, mine is like simple, just cooking and sticking to how you're supposed to do it. Any idiot could do it.
Yeah, but you develop. Some people just have a knack, though. Like my sister, she can just throw food together and it's delicious. I've never been like that. I have to follow a recipe or something.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, Tom, you've been experimenting so much. You know what's good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You just,
You're
uh,
defining a taste for yourself, you know?
Yeah, it's easy. You know what surprises me though is what a low grade of meat ribs are, baby back or St. Louis.
yeah.
I mean, you're not going in if you went to like Wegmans and got baby back ribs.
Yeah.
You're not getting any better ribs at Johnny Fudpucker's shithole.
Johnny
It's just
fucking.
cheap meat. It's not like they're quality grades of ribs.
Right.
It's how they market them. You know, like Wegmans
I,
probably says, you know, we sing to these things at
well,
night before
well,
we slaughter them.
be careful. Always like when they always say like don't fall for the tricks, right? So like I was in marketing and sales, and you don't.
Getting
I
better
mean,
looking stuff.
that's people like me.
That,
Like I already know that. You know that, Tom, probably from your age. Just from wisdom and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's what they do. They do stuff like that. But guess what? They still have to put the legit facts on it too, but it's usually in smaller, like, you can't really tell. Maybe you don't even know what it means because it's not black and white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll put like something like up front, like this is this is the best thing ever, and then like in the lower things, just like when you see like advertisements for medication, what do you
Yeah.
see? Oh, this medication like saved my life, and then like in the little print, it's like, well, and I mean they have to, because even if it happens to one person, they have to
Yeah.
put warnings on something.
Yeah.
But
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
gotta read the fine print sometimes. You're probably
Yeah.
right. I mean, I've never been a big rib person.
Yeah. They're bad for you.
I
What?
just don't like eating
Ribs.
it with they're messy. They're messy with
Oh,
my
yeah.
hands.
Me
Like
either,
I just
Michelle. Yeah.
never. I don't know.
Hey,
But
No, I haven't been. I'm not a big rib fan either, Michelle. No, I'm not either.
hey, did you hear me talking earlier about like what I thought YouTube's up to with channels?
oh boy,
Yes.
what's going on now? I believe it.
Well, I was saying earlier, I thought that YouTube was like they didn't want, me talking about drugs and sex and shit, and they probably had digital advertisers complaining about their ads coming up in my interviews. I get all that, right? It's their platform; they can do whatever the hell they want. So I've always kind of assumed that it was through those kind of things that kept them, like now I'm kind of in the shit house, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, long story short, so I know some other channels on YouTube that I followed that were good, and they've kind of died out, and I know they're not doing any shit, but two perfect examples. There's two families that have these family bands, the Clark family and the French family.
Okay.
And they're like the French family, they're from New Zealand and Australia, and they're like the ma, dad, they sing. They're excellent. They actually moved from Australia and New Zealand to Nashville, and they're an act now and play around all those places at the Grand Ole Opry. But I looked at some of these channels, and they did the same thing with them, and they did to me. They'll promote you for about a year and a half, 2 years, give you 10, 15 viral videos, and then they just can your ass, which I'm cool with. But I bet those people are wondering what they did wrong. And then I looked around more, and I found more and more channels they do that with. So it looks to me like YouTube just does that with a lot of places. And this notion that you're going to get bigger and better, and it's going to go on to infinity, is wrong. I don't think it's because of the content anymore. I bet those people are wondering what in the hell happened. They went from having $1 million views on their family songs to like nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Crazy.
Michelle, do you have the radio on?
No. Why?
Oh, that's okay. It's just there's a lot of racket. I was wondering, but you're driving. Never mind. That's what the racket is. Oh God.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
my
that's,
favorite barbecue is barbecued hamburgers.
oh
Oh, there we
wow.
go.
The meat hamburger meat tastes so good barbecued.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
There's a lot of guys on YouTube that use smokers as grills. They're not really smoking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just don't really get it. There's a big difference between grilling is super easy. And
Right.
smoking's super easy. It's just you kind of like know what to do on grilling. Or smoking, you're sitting out there 8 hours. It's like this fucking. Oh, another thing too that helped me: digital thermometers.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you're going to need
Yeah.
a thermometer.
Yeah, I mean, but when I don't use them now except to temp the meat as I go along a little bit, and then before I pull it out. But at the beginning, I was like shocked how long it took meat to come up to cooking temperature if you kept it 2 1/4. It took forever, man. You'd be out there 9 hours, man. You're thinking, oh, this brisket ought to be great. You're doing this math, and it's all over the place when it comes to smoking food. You bring it in, fucking thing looks like it's raw with a little brown on the outside. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, my
Huh.
first briskets were like you could have made shoes out of them because I just didn't
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
I just didn't believe that it could take that long. I knew 2 1/4 wasn't hot, but it was in there like 9 hours. Why isn't this done more?
Right.
And the digital thermometer took all that mystery away.
Right.
Yeah, especially when you're cooking it that long too,
Yeah.
You gotta keep an eye on it.
Yeah. It's easy though, but you could do it easy. Just get a good stick smoker, a decent one. Don't get those junk ones you see in front of Lowe's and Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I went to the one I don't know if you saw, but like I went to this place. It's called it's like a secondhand store almost, and they had grills, smokers, and everything, but they were pretty beat up. Like, I mean, they were cheaper, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow. Like, I was just kind of like, all right, well,
Yeah.
maybe somebody will buy it for that price. I don't know. I was looking at prices for flights, and it just boggles me with flights now. Like, you can pay the same amount of money to fly to Key West as you can fly to New York City.
No, I know.
Where I live.
Yeah. No, I noticed that. I looked about a month ago. For some reason, New York City's crazy.
I don't, yeah. Well, I understand a lot of flights go in there. It's probably because people, I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, but still, New York used to be super cheap. It was just you paid to stay there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But now it's crazy expensive. And you take a place like up near Mary lives, Traverse City, they have direct flights to Florida. I have friends that just got round trip tickets for $128 to Fort Myers. It's nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's just one of these free things. In the old days, when you used to try to get to Key West from anywhere, it was like a rape flight. Hey, Rob. Because they killed you, man, because you had to fly into somewhere and then fly from there to Key West. And now there's a lot of direct flights there. Key West has gotten crazy expensive. But New York City's nuts.
Well,
so is Boston.
Well, like you said, like flying actually isn't that expensive as expensive as it has been in the past.
Where?
The flying.
Yeah, some places though it is.
Well, yeah, like New York City. I was like, are you kidding? Like,
no, that's what I thought. Crazy.
I can fly halfway across, freaking for the same price.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Well,
yeah.
One place that hasn't changed. Oh, sorry. I'm chewing my sandwich. Just a minute.
Oh, geez. I don't want to know what kind of sandwich.
Ham.
Stephanie.
No, the ham, Tom. I bought cracked pepper turkey this time, and it's delicious.
Oh, good for you. They used to have in some of those
anyway,
delis, cracked pepper roast beef.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love cracked pepper. Anyway, you can still For $300, you can still get a round trip ticket to Vegas with 3-day and 2-night hotel. That's the only thing that has not changed. I mean, that is a cheap price.
Yeah, it is pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yep. I've
Wow, that
Oh yeah, you can go to Vegas, yeah, with airfare and a hotel, $350. You sure can, but that doesn't count the couple grand you need to gamble.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah, you're
you know
right.
what? You know what? I've never been to Vegas. I've never been as far west as Texas. That's the
Oh,
furthest west I've ever been.
you've never been to Vegas?
No.
Yeah, you'd
Oh
like
my
it there.
God.
My
You
my
like to gamble.
well, I mean, I can make anything fun. Like it's not like that's a horrible time. You know what I mean? Like it could be interesting.
Right.
I like to watch other people gamble for some reason. I don't know. I get excited when I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't. I have to be the gambler,
Yeah,
right,
me
Tom?
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
same way. And when I'm
Oh
gambling,
yeah.
I don't want people bothering me. They say,
Oh, I'm the same way. And people will sit down, Tom, and try to talk to you.
yeah, I don't.
Oh God.
A guy, well,
I
one time
hate that.
when I was at a casino once, I was like, whatever, and like I was just kind of like I was just trying to search for a machine, like that really matters. Like, oh, I'm trying to get a feeling for a machine here, and there was this guy, and he was just like trying to talk to me, and I'm like, all right, why not? And he just started winning. He's like, don't you leave. He was just like, you can't leave now. I was like, hey, have a good day, have fun, you want, he's like, you're gonna sit here. And the guy kept on winning. The guy won like freaking thousands of dollars. Like I was just like, all right, well, I gotta get going. And he's all like, all right, people get weird. People are like superstitious when it comes to gambling.
Yeah, Stephanie, do you touch the glass and shit before you push
Yeah,
the
some
button?
people do.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's so stupid.
Do you have like a
no. Oh
certain way
God.
of
You know,
tapping the
you know
machine?
who's really bad at that are those Asian women. Have you ever watched them
Yeah,
gamble,
yeah,
Tom?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not a racist remark. Just go and watch the
No, you're
Asian
right.
women.
No,
They
right.
are putting their dirty hands all over the screen. They're tapping it,
Yeah,
doing all this stupid stuff. And I'm thinking, it's not going to make you win.
no, right.
Yeah. Do you like have like a method where like you a certain length of time between
No,
hitting
it's
the
bullshit.
button?
It's a random number
I
generator.
know, I know,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
And
I
then
know.
you hear
I
these
just,
bullshit fucking stories on somebody hit the jackpot and then they
yeah,
put in another what the fuck ever and hit it again. Bullshit. Show me a picture of it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, John Boy. Yeah, I mean,
no.
I do play one more time just in case that fucking rumor's true, but but it can happen and it does happen, but not that much. Those payouts are, see, that's the bad thing about Las Vegas, but that's how they draw their people. You go there, you have a good time, you play a while, but they
Yeah,
don't have mandatory payouts out there like a lot of states do. And they can, and that shit is all like, you ever see a slot machine competition where they let a bunch of old ladies come in there and have 2 hours and they turn them up where you're like winning every other spin?
I've done that before.
Yeah, so I mean, but Las Vegas, when the economy got tough, you weren't winning in Las Vegas like you used to.
Oh no, you aren't.
No, when you go into a casino, and when I go into a casino like these Indian casinos, a lot of them, you go in there and you see somebody's picture on the wall holding a check for $500.
Yeah,
I know I'm
I know,
fucked.
I know. Like that's why I don't even like.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like, is this what I'm supposed to look for?
yeah, $500. Like Stephanie and I don't, man, because we're old now and we got our waffle iron
Right.
and our hair dryer.
Oh yeah, I don't do that anymore, Tom, but I used to. Every time they sent me the card in the mail, oh, we're giving away a free frying pan. Bring this card to the cashier. And I would wait in this long line to get my free frying pan.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore, no. No, but yeah, no, I love to gamble, and I
Oh, me too.
gambled a lot when I worked, but
No,
when
I
you,
was down at in Tunica, south of Mississippi, Memphis, Tunica,
Steph,
Mississippi, and I was there during the good days, 99, 2000, 2000, 2001. My buddy and I, we'd stay a month at a time. I'm not shitting you. We would he was a good looking fucker. I've told you about him before. He modeled. He won that Fear Factor, and our room was always getting comped and shit for a whole month because these broads wanted to fuck him. It was unbelievable. But I'd go out and do my own thing, and I'd have women. We'd be like gambling slot machines. He liked card games and stuff too. We'd be sitting in a fucking slot. I'd have girls come up to me constantly. No shit, wherever we would go. It's like, is your buddy an actor or something? It's like, nah, he's just a good guy, models, It's like, will you give him my phone number, please? I'm not shitting.
Oh God.
No. When we would go to places like Las Vegas and stuff, in a month, I bet women, like, they don't want to go up to him, because so they come up to me. It's like, you friends with that guy? It's like, yeah. It's like, would you give him my number? Like, it would probably happen 200 times a month. It's fucking believable.
Stephanie and Top, I want to know, how much was the most you've ever won at a casino?
3,100.
31? Okay, what about you?
2,600 for me.
But when I was down there in those Tunica days, you would be there. It was busy, kick-ass bands. The light would be going off all night long.
Yeah.
All night. Now, I don't care where you go.
No.
You hardly ever see that.
Yep. Nope.
You'll go in with there $1,000. It might last you like a day, but you're lucky if it does. Now, instead of winning, you're planning on just not being flat fucking broke by lunch.
Yeah, I know, Tom, because I remember, we went to Vegas every year because my grandma lived there, and I always came home with my money or more, usually more money than I left with.
I think those days are over.
Yeah. The last Vegas trip I went to, I could not win anything, and that was about 10 years ago.
I don't feel bad.
Well, nothing.
No, I don't even do it anymore.
I want to go out. I want to go out there just to see everything.
No, you'd love it out there. You'd have a good time.
Oh yeah. If it's still good, I haven't been there in 10 years, so I don't know what's going on there anymore. But
you ought to go out there, talk Eric into letting you going out there and strip for a month.
Here you go, honey.
Seriously, I know. I had a buddy, that same guy. He actually later got fat and bald and married a stripper, but they had the 6 foot rule there. There's none of this lap dance shit. Yeah, and she was making about $6,000 a week.
Oh.
And believe it or not, their rules are strict there. You think Las Vegas, everybody thinks you're going to go out there and do whatever you want. Bullshit, man. It's easy to get a drunk driving ticket. They have all sorts of stings set up for prostitutes.
Yeah.
You touch one of those waitresses in one of those titty bars, you'll be lucky if you'll be able to see the next day. But there's lots of women that go out. It's a 6 foot rule. So it's super strict. Nobody's blowing guys in the parking lot after they close. None of that shit. And the money's killer. You come back with all your bills paid. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Go out
it
there.
It's a random number generator, Joyce. Yeah, the lottery. Yeah, I do. People say sometimes on the lottery, why does it take longer? Why are these jackpots so high? Well, I'll tell you, because they added a second set of numbers on all of them, Powerball, Mega Millions. And it just shows you the randomness of numbers and the statistics. If you look at the likelihood of winning, but it's, technically, buying lottery tickets is not considered a form of gambling. It's considered a game of chance.
What's the number statistic for winning the lottery?
Oh, it's crazy. I'd have a fucking 10 million times better chance of fucking Paris Hilton in the ass than I would winning the Powerball.
Jeez, Tom.
Does that put it in perspective?
Tom.
No, it's super low.
Yeah.
But it's a game of chance. The way I look at it, like I just bought $40 worth of Fantasy 5 tonight. It's a George only. And it's $895,000. Now, that's not bad for a dollar bet. Now, you can say, well, why do you buy 40? Why don't you just win? Well, that's true. Statistically, are my chances of winning increase that much? They're not. But if you look at most of the winners on a lot of these lottery places, it's lottery clubs. They get together and they buy 2 or 3 or 4 or 500 tickets. So you can't tell me that buying more tickets isn't better. Are my chances 40 times better instead of 1? They're not. but they are better. And it is a dollar bet, and it's local.
Yeah, that's our state lottery is $1, and I did get one time. I got 5 out of 6, paid me $600. I was one number away from winning it, the
Yeah,
$1 million.
I've had that happen twice.
So
When I
Yeah,
was living up in that little town in Michigan, as soon as they came out with the $4 million scratch off, a guy had it at the Walmart gas station, that Murphy. The next city over from me, 17 million on Lotto 47. And there's a lady down here at the gas station. You know, you can play an extra dollar in case you hit all the numbers, but not the Powerball. She didn't play the extra dollar. She got $1 million. If she'd have played the extra dollar like I always do, which in betting theory is wrong, she'd have had 5 million. There's theories in bets. In other words, if you go into a casino and you're playing the double diamond and you win $2,000 on a dollar and you win $4,000 on a $2, there's no incentive to play $2. Most of them are set up so you win another 500 or another 1,000. It's in gambling theory, it's good. So if you look at me paying that other dollar on the Mega Millions and the Powerball, is it in gambling theory a good idea? It's not. Why? Because I'm blowing $1 on astronomical odds against me, and the most I can win is 5 million, and the likelihood it's going to be 2. It's a bad bet. People say, well, why do you do it then? I'll tell you why. Because it's $1. You can't buy a fucking thing with $1 anyway. And if it ever hit and I didn't buy the dollar, I'd blow my fucking head off. So it's worth $1 to me to not kill myself.
well,
yeah.
you guys will find this interesting. Is I don't watch a ton of TV, but I ran into this program like where these people became millionaires. They won the lottery, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this should be interesting. It's just
Oh, they went broke?
well, no, I saw the story. It was like this couple wanting to buy a house. So I'm like, oh, this will be cool. This will be a fun show, right? So I'm
Yeah.
watching it. They're like, we won $1 million. And they're like, but by the time, taxes and
Yeah.
everything. So the guy comes out, real estate agent. They're like, oh, yeah, well, we're looking at a house at like $250,000,
No, yeah. Well, see, what's happened too is they base your winnings on, over a 30-year period, and these annuities just aren't paying what they used to. In the old days, if you won 100 million, you'd get $6.5-7 million to cash out. It's not like that anymore. It's actually getting down around to where it's like half.
Yeah,
So you want 100 million, you want the immediate payout. They give you 50 million. Then you got to pay 50% income tax, damn near. If you do the math practically everywhere, other than Florida without a state tax, you're looking at about, take the total jackpot, what it is, and you're getting about 27% of it after taxes, which is still good. You didn't need to work. I mean, you know how fucking long it takes to save $100,000?
yeah.
Yeah, any fucking regular person, it's like, holy shit. I mean, to actually be able to have it in a account where they're not like fucking locking it up and seizing it because you didn't pay income tax or something. It fucking takes fucking forever.
Well, I just found it funny because they were like, oh, yeah, we won $1 million. And then they're
Yeah,
like,
$1 million ain't shit. There was a lady in my town when I grew up, when the lottery first came to Michigan. They owned the Little Pal restaurant, and she won $1 million. That was in like 1970, 71. And that was 50 grand a year for 20 years, which was like crazy fucking money.
yeah.
But now, if you don't at least win, I mean, it's getting to the point where, if you want to buy some nice shit after you won, you may have to keep working.
Well, I saw it. Well, like I read an article where like if you want to retire comfortably, so everybody listen up. If you
No,
want
I
to,
already know this. That's
you-
bullshit.
you're
That's not happening anymore.
you're gonna need over
3
$1
million.
million. They said no. They said like $1.6 million when you
Yeah,
retire.
but here's the problem. If you got 1.6 million bucks, here's what's happening now. The values of these fucking property. I know people with their houses paid, they can't afford the taxes. Here's the downside to that. And that is that if you have $1.6 million and you retire, presumably you're like 60, that kind of thing, you're going to have to be taking money out of your principal probably along the way if you're going to be like buying new cars, And,
Right.
you know, if you just want to stay in your old fucking bungalow you've had for 40 years, yeah, it'll probably last you. But most people, you know, and then you're going to croak and it's going to go to your kids at the state.
Well,
But no, it's crazy fucking money.
I have family members who retired and then they went traveling and
Yeah.
everything and this and that, but like they had to save a lot of, it wasn't
No,
like,
yeah. I mean, I've never been that great a saver. I just got lucky a few times. I mean,
yeah,
saving is so fucking boring.
right.
And then you're young, like you're young, you're in your 20s and 30s. You want to do this fun shit. I don't want to be driving around an old fucking jalopy and shit. I want to go down to fucking Key West and like Las Vegas and take flying lessons and shit. I don't want to be just saving it all. It's so fucking boring. You know, it all basically boils down to your personality. You get this humdrum old maid, has her cherry when she's 80, never had sex with a guy. She was a janitor. She dies and she gives the whole $5 million to the fucking elementary school. I'm not one of those motherfuckers.
Well, they talk about different personality types and how it makes the world go around. So some people are more type A personality and type B personality, and it works for certain things in certain
Yeah,
industries,
that's
and
true.
it's better. Everybody's made better for something.
I'm a fucking Grand Slam guy. I go for the fucking Grand Slam and everything. Like either end up nice shit and like not be doing much, or broke living in a fucking single wide running a dollar store. Seriously, it's one or the other.
Well, I
All
have
or
to
nothing.
I have
Yeah.
to tell you, Tom, I did see some attractive trailer parks in Florida. I know that sounds
No,
stupid to
no,
some
it's
people, but
true. Yeah,
like
there
I
are.
was like
Yeah,
with boat docks and freaking golf
yeah,
carts
yeah.
everywhere, like these
No,
luxury.
the
They've made
villages. Those
yeah,
are nice too.
yeah, they've made like luxury like things that like you would see up here and you'd be like, no way,
Well,
freaking
and
this.
what you get away with down there though is, you know, they've come up with better things now. You know, your air conditioning bills eat you alive in the old style trailers, you know, but now they've come up with better insulation, solar panels, all that shit. But let me tell you, if you ever look around at what lot rent is, it's fucking a lot to live in a trailer park. I mean, you get in cheap and that's where they got you. You're going nowhere. And they know that based on you being there already. So you get in, you buy it. Trailers aren't cheap anymore. Insurance is a lot because they, you know, fall apart
Yeah,
when you got a
insurance.
fucking
Yeah.
normal thunderstorm. So there's pros and cons, but you know, they always, if you ever look at trailer park schematics where they go in and try and sell you, they have focus groups. They know what suckers people into buying. You go in, there's this like big fucking hot tub where 4 people can sit in. And then you got to like fucking scrunch up against the wall like a mouse when he flattens himself to crawl under a door because there's no room to turn around. The kitchen's small, the bedrooms ain't shit, the bathrooms, you bang
Oh
your head.
yeah, and then the space rent.
Yeah.
Because when I thought about, oh, maybe I could afford to, because I've always liked trailers. I mean, I've always liked them,
No,
but then you shop around and
very
they
much.
want $800-900 for space rent.
That's what it is now.
I might have the information on this one trailer park that I went to in Florida. I have family members that live there.
You
Dude,
would too, hippie chick.
these are big, good trailers. You get, like I said, you get a golf cart. They have an Olympic-sized pool that's well maintained, better maintained than some apartment complexes, like nice apartment complexes.
I'd kill myself if I ended up there. I mean, it sounds good. You know, everything in life, all life is like this. When you get married, when you date, the house you get, the job you take, where you vacation, you don't know until you're in there doing it.
Right, but they love it there. There's a doctor on site. There's a freaking this place is like it has everything like right there. I went
Yeah,
there. I'm
and
like,
it probably costs $1 million to live there.
no,
That's not cheap.
no, it's not. No, it's not a million.
Yeah,
Like,
doctor on site. He's some fucking has-been that went out of business
well,
in
I
about
was
fucking
wondering
9
what that
other
was all
states.
about. I didn't look into this doctor that's at the on site. I didn't really like do the credentials or anything, but
Yeah.
I thought that was still even cool to even just have that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it's kinda nice
Villages
you
is
got
like
your own
that. The
doctor.
Villages is like that.
Yeah,
They
I went
got
to the
doctor,
villages too.
pharmacy.
Yeah.
In other words, you can be a sick old fuck and you don't need to kiss somebody's ass to drive you to the hospital.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when you're old and you're crunching the fucking numbers, you don't have to depend on everybody, and that's got quite a value.
Right. That's true. It does, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get old and it's like, Seattle or fucking Detroit and you got a
Yep.
blizzard and you're supposed to go in for your colonoscopy. It's like, fuck.
Yep.
If you're a
I
billionaire,
know.
your limousine takes you and you got it fucking made. But if you're just a doctor on site, I mean, any old motherfucker that doesn't have family, that's attractive too. Because he's
Right.
already gotten fucked a couple of times on people that didn't show up and they want too much money to take you there. And it's just a pain in the ass.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right. And I know people that have bought modular homes and trailers. And even if you're a fanatic and you take care of everything, you still got to replace the windows and stuff because they're such junk.
Well,
You're not getting Anderson windows or anything in a fucking trailer. You got this big old thing like bay window, motherfuckers leaking 2 years after you have it. You got a goddamn bucket underneath it during the first snow. KLA.
I stayed in a tiny house, like those new box
Yeah, I think
tiny
a tiny house,
houses.
but I think you'd go fucking psycho in there
I
unless
did.
you're a quadriplegic.
No, even with it was just Eric and I. And I got to tell you, like, I couldn't stand Eric after a couple of days because we were
Oh
literally,
yeah, no,
because you're
fuck.
in those tiny houses, it's
Oh
really
yeah,
only made for one person because you're almost right on top of each other.
fuck
And
yeah.
luckily, when I stayed there, it was only for a couple days. But I mean, literally, it
No, you go
was.
fucking nuts.
They're like, try this tiny house. It's the newest trend. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
that. I
No,
mean,
that's another fucking. But it's either for a lot of people, it's sleeping out in the fucking woods or a tiny house. There's a
Yeah.
lot of lawsuits over these fucking things. I know Ann Arbor's going through those now. That's a big liberal place, and they want every fucking homeless to have a roof and all that kind of shit. Which I'm sympathetic to them to a point. But if you're jacking up my fucking taxes, so they can always all have a brand new fucking solar panel, fucking tiny house, forget me. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
They tried it
10
back
bucks.
here in Seattle. Yeah.
Fucking tiny house. You go fucking psycho, man. What about the psychiatric bills from living in one?
Yeah.
You'd be looking after a week in that fucking place, wondering if you could hang yourself, but nothing's
Oh
high
God,
enough.
I know.
Nothing's high enough.
Jeez.
Nothing's high enough. So you got to still go to a tree somewhere out in the woods.
and then
I know, and Michelle, we're tall. It probably wouldn't even be tall enough for us to walk in the door.
You're banging your fucking
That's
head.
how
Have
the
big
tiny house
bandages on your
was.
head.
I was
That's why
like,
the doctor's on site. Everybody's banging their fucking forehead that's over 5'6".
Oh, and another thing, don't forget this: the bed. You always have to climb up a ladder to get to your bed.
Great.
no,
Oh my God!
and then like I went to take a shower.
Yeah.
Dude, the bathroom's so small that like I literally had to watch my head. Like I was like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is this? I'm like, I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
maybe if
Oh,
I
Oh
was like
my
5'7".
God!
Yeah. No,
Like,
Stephanie and I, we both know better than that. We know that any ladder, if we were
Oh
living
God!
in a place where, we're already buying books on what it's like to be a quadriplegic.
Oh my God! If I had to climb a ladder to go to bed in some damn loft, oh my God!
After about a week, you'd be wearing a fucking diaper to bed because you didn't want to take a chance of killing yourself going to the bathroom.
I would wear a diaper because you couldn't go
Hell no.
crawl back down to the bathroom.
Yeah, you can imagine just getting drunk. You just promise yourself you'd sleep on the floor.
Oh my God, I know it.
Yeah, your climb up bed would look brand new after 10 years. You'd have a blow up mattress and the fucking. After all, you're not having anybody over. There's no place to sit.
I know.
Yeah, fuck a tiny house. But I guess it's better than sleeping outside.
well, like,
Yeah.
I know
That's
New York,
another liberal fucking fantasy.
I know, like in New York City, that's how the apartments are there. Like you
Yeah,
get
it
like
is.
basically
Yeah, it's
like a
true.
closet.
Yeah,
in everyone's
like
life.
200 square feet or some shit, like $2,000 a month. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen YouTube videos about that. Unbelievable how
Mhm.
small they are.
Mhm.
And yeah, a couple $1,000.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh
Unbelievable.
yeah.
To
And
live in that shithole.
it'll smell
Oh,
horrible too. It'll like the whole
Oh
place will
yeah.
stink
Now
and
you
it'll
could sell me
oh,
you could sell me, and if there was some place where I could go, in a 200 square foot apartment, and it was $2,000 a month, and blowjobs were $5 a day by some gorgeous fucking Taiwanese, I'd probably move there and
oh
worry
yeah.
about the
You're
space.
dreaming
Yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. No, but to just move there and like nothing like super duper to offset it.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
I'd rather sleep outside.
Oh, you're not kidding me.
Stephanie's like, I'll get a nice big tent and an air
That's
mattress
right.
and
God
don't have to deal
dang.
with all that.
Yeah,
No.
fuck a tiny
Jeez.
house. But you'd be
Oh,
surprised the things people are doing to live now. They're taking these like basically storage sheds and
yeah.
converting them into guest houses and putting them on Airbnb.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Oh, yeah.
Airbnb. Yeah.
And motor homes. More and more people are living in
Yeah.
motor homes
Motorhomes are,
too now.
you want to talk about getting fucked on bills, just buy a motorhome.
Oh, God.
All that shit, whether it's a faucet, a pump, it's just like crazy expensive.
Oh,
It
I bet,
is.
Tom.
And I'll tell you another fucking worse than that. And this guy that built my house, they're like his wife, really, not him, but sold her this, sold her that, travel the fucking world, eat fucking meatless shit wherever you go. Those kind of people. They get drunk one night drinking some wine, buy 2 school buses, online. And their I don't want to say dream, more like fucking nightmare before they came to their senses was to get one of these fucking things and gut them. And they are pretty big. I mean, if you did gut one that was done right, you'd have a lot of space and a lot of cool shit. But then they luckily stumbled on Facebook pages where couples that have done this, and they said you can go on there every day and there's somebody stranded somewhere that in a bus that can't get a part that no one wants to work on. Nobody wants to work
Oh,
on old school buses. Most places can't tow them. You got to get the big thing that tows semis to bring you somewhere.
oh, yeah.
Once you get somebody agree to work on it, they just charge you up the fucking ass. And they're old, shot, over the hill junk school buses, which is why they got rid of them. So once
Right.
they went on these Facebook pages and looked at these horror stories of people that thought they were just going to see the country in the school bus they converted, they got rid of them, sold them at a loss, which I thought was a smart move. Yeah.
Well,
Daisy's
yeah,
snorting.
if you're gonna do that though, why not just buy a motor home
They're fucking
instead of
expensive.
converting? Oh, yeah.
They're fucking expensive, man. And even the ones that I can't figure out are the guys pulling these fifth wheels, with these pickup
Oh,
trucks. Oh,
yeah, those
and you could
fifth
pay me
wheels.
$1 million a year to drag that fucking shit around. They're junk too. It's
Yeah.
not cheap now to stay at like KOAs and places
Mm-mm.
like that, Jelly Bean, Smoky Bear Park, or wherever they fucking call it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
hotel rates.
Yeah.
And you're getting athlete's foot at the fucking shower, and God, no thanks. I mean, the world is so different now. I mean, this notion, like just going out in the middle of nowhere now and like living in Mother Nature is a fucking farce, man. You'll get fined, towed.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's it's good to do it every now and then. Like when I've gone camping before and it was
Oh, I
like
hate camping.
it was okay for like a very short period of time, but like for extent because it really brings you down to the basics,
Yeah, it
without
sucks, man.
this going on, that going on, da, 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 da.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
kind
I don't
of
want to be camping with girls either. You don't have a fucking shower and that fucking little pink bag you drag around to paint your face with new makeup every morning. I'm going to go by myself. I don't want to have any kind of romantic fucking relationship in a fucking tent. You're right next
Right.
to them. It's like maybe the first night was pretty good, but after that, was all downhill.
Yeah, I was never a camper either. You know,
Gross,
we
man.
had a old trucking camper my
Yeah.
dad gave us, and that I liked going. You know, because we had a camper. I don't even know if they make campers anymore.
Yeah.
But that I liked that. That's my kind of camping. But me in a tent, fuck that. No
fuck that
way.
is right. Or you got
No.
these shows on TV where everybody runs around nude.
Oh, I
What?
saw that show. That was weird.
Yeah, they run around nude like young, good-looking people. Fuck that too. No way. I don't want to go camping with women. I don't want to see them like that. That's another fucking hang up I had too. I thought I just didn't like it. One thing I should have. It just life's got a lot of like twists and turns. It's what you want, what you get. I didn't like seeing women like on their day off. I can't put
What?
it simpler. It sounds terrible. I didn't like living with them and shit on their day off. I liked them like dolled up and shit when they came to like the office or they went to a concert. I didn't like being around them like with no makeup and shit that much.
You're such an ass.
No, it sounds terrible.
Oh,
I know. It's fucking telling the truth, man. I know it sucks.
yeah.
There are
Well,
women like that. Spanish women, man.
Well,
You don't see them coming out with that fucking rat's nest fucking hair doing shit and arguing with the cops. Their nails are painted, legs are shaved, smell good. I don't know what the fucking going on there, man, but it seems to be part of the culture.
Well, you have to start with the base, Tom. So the base is no makeup. I mean, and all that shit,
Yeah, but, I mean, you're if you like date through traditional ways in the old days when you were young, and these fucking women look brand new. And it's just I don't want to see
Tom
makeup
doesn't
does a
want a
lot.
real woman. Tom's like, I just want to see you when everything's perfect. And
No, it
that's
didn't need to
it.
be perfect. I just don't want to see him with skipping a shower and shit. I know it's terrible. And guess what? I don't have a wife or a girlfriend. What a surprise. But I'm fucking fine with it.
Oh God.
And it always seemed to me like women were like very lax about that compared to men. Like I almost think like a woman when it comes to that.
I
Weird.
mean,
I don't want these troglodytes. I want them like feminine, just like if you like look good going to the office, why you going there for fucking strangers? And you can't like do
you're
it at
putting on a
home.
face for everyone.
No,
You're
do
not
it to
your
your
real
fucking
person.
guy you married. I mean, that's the most important face of it all, isn't it?
I mean, makeup isn't everything.
No,
I
but
mean,
it's a
not anyone
lot.
can
It's a
paint their
huge fuck.
face.
There's women. I mean, I didn't need to see any videos with and without. Some of these celebrities now are doing this shit. It doesn't surprise me a
No,
bit.
no, this is what pisses me off. So these celebrities post pictures claiming no makeup, no filter, and half of that is bullshit too.
It
Because you
probably
can even
is.
tell.
Probably is.
I
Yeah.
can tell when women, even if you're wearing like light makeup, like
Yeah.
I can tell. Like, and they're like, oh no, I don't have any makeup on or I'm not using a filter. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like,
Oh yeah.
really.
I'll give you
Well,
an example. I'll
I
give you an
remember
example.
the years I would not leave the house without my makeup on for
When I was
years.
younger, I
Oh,
was
God
like that.
bless.
When I
Yeah,
was
for years. Yeah. Wouldn't go
when I
anywhere.
Yeah, it's just like topless bars, porn. Nobody'd fucking watch it if the women didn't wear makeup. Nobody watches. I mean,
well,
yeah, you get a freak here and there that looks just as good without makeup. There's like it's like fucking 1 out of 10 million. Makeup makes women look good, especially when they get
It
it down
does.
good, like that base and then all that other shit they paint on. Then when you get married and your sex drops off, they look like fucking truckers.
that's so mean. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you want to see how I look like right now, it's not all about.
No, I know it's supposed to be some kind of fucking horseshit love where that shit doesn't matter. I could never get over it. You're looking at like hairy legs,
I've
bad
seen.
breath,
I
fucking
mean,
rat's nest hair.
I've seen.
Looks like a fucking bird's nest.
I've seen my husband at his worst, and I've seen him at his best, and it really
Oh,
doesn't.
I'll be right back again. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Okay.
Does that bother you?
No, not to that
Yeah, women
extreme.
women don't. They're not really into that shit.
I mean, as long as the guy showers
They
and
much
like,
in. Yeah, but I know a lot. I mean, I'm friends with women, that I was just friends with. I know lots of them that made their husbands or boyfriends or fucking affairs take a shower before they banged them. And you shouldn't have to request that.
that you should want to do that, and I'll tell you why. See,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a little conversation here. I'm gonna tell you
Let's
why
do
you
it.
should
I
do
know
that
why. I want
because,
some stinky old sweating fucker and have sex.
but I mean, not even just that, just for like like any kind of hygiene
Yeah, but you're
purposes.
not
Like this
washing
is
any of that really bad shit off with fucking soap. You think you're
mm,
fucking taking clap and crabs and fucking
no.
spraying that off with Irish Springs, you're losing it.
Irish Spring is the
You smell
worst.
better. You smell better. That's it. You're not killing any fucking sexually transmitted diseases with a good shower.
Well, no, duh. Like,
Duh. So what are you
I mean,
talking about?
no, I mean, just like because some women are more prone to UTIs and stuff, and guys can carry
Oh yeah, I
if
wish they'd
they're,
shut up about
es-
that too. I don't want to hear
especially
any
if,
of that shit.
especially if they have like uncircumcised
Oh,
penises.
who has that?
It gets people do
Where?
in America.
Not much.
It's rare, but I mean, there's still that still goes on, and that carries it can in the flat, with the skin
Yeah,
and
but that's
everything.
like let's talk about the 9 billion motherfuckers that don't have that problem. You still want them to take a shower, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah, right. I just don't quite get the difference between relationships and let's say you break up, you get divorced. There's no fucking problem getting them to take a shower. They're on their goddamn A game. They're at a health club and they're not eating a fucking box of Twinkies every night watching Sports Center. You know, why don't people do that on their own?
I think what it comes down to is when it's like when you get stuck in a rut in life, which everybody does.
Fuck yeah. You mean a marriage?
If you
That's the
get
biggest fucking
whatever,
rut of them all.
well, I mean, like whatever rut that may be in life,
Yeah,
you you
marriage.
you tend to like stop doing things that you did before, and then
Yeah,
once you
like
get back.
sex. Like sex.
But I mean, Tom, would you say that you care about your appearance as much as you did when you
Fuck
were in your
no. Hell
20s?
no. No. Because I'd rather watch porn. Fuck no, I don't care. No, I don't.
I mean, I think when the older you get, because
Yeah,
even
but this
women,
age, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, I could take 4 fucking showers a day and it wouldn't change my sex life. It'd be zero. And once you realize this, you know what I mean? I don't come home and think, God damn it, I wish I'd have taken a shower. There's a certain point where it's like all for naught. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, you said you met a couple nice women there that,
Yeah, fucking dinosaurs. They
you
look like
know,
they've been embalmed and put an electric motor in them.
well, what
They're
I
nice.
find,
I bet they were. I like I got a hold of them about 40 or 50 years ago. Yeah, they're lonely old fucking. They want male companionship, conversation. They want meaningful conversation. That's what they say.
and plus, by the way, makeup is expensive.
Hey, I'd be happy to pay it. I don't care what it costs. Like how much? It's worth every fucking dime, no matter what they're charging.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much makeup you wear and everything, but it could
Yeah, lots,
cost.
hopefully.
It's,
I mean, you look at like people on like
I'll admit, Tom, you do have a point. I can transform my face to look nicer with makeup, and I
oh
like doing it.
fuck yeah, you can.
And people would be like, "Why do you wear makeup?" Like, there's a lot of people against makeup, and they'd be like, "Why do you wear so
Yeah,
much
I tell
makeup?
them
Why
to
do you
get
do?"
fucked.
And
Makeup's where it's at.
I used to
I'm
just
not
like it.
saying you got to look like a fucking clown, but there's nothing wrong. I mean, if it's done like right,
Right.
yeah, it fucking helps, man. Like I said, if not, nobody would watch porn if the women didn't wear makeup. Nobody.
I don't know about that.
And there's probably some fetish motherfucker out there that, doesn't like makeup. But I'm talking about the 9 billion people that do. Makes you look better.
Well, like
Oh yeah.
you know who I saw? I actually saw Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's not wearing makeup anymore.
Yes,
I think she
it
still
doesn't
looks,
matter. She's got freak genetic. I know a guy that ran into her one time, a long time ago. Said she was like flawless, didn't have a mark on her skin. I mean, but that's just freak genetics. There are always going to be a couple people that can pull this shit off better than everybody else.
Right. Yeah. It's genetics. I mean, I've loved makeup since I was a little girl. I mean, I've worn makeup, my whole life. Like I said, lots and lots of makeup. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just, since I've gotten older, I'm done with it now.
Yeah,
but I mean, if I didn't have access to makeup, I would have at least lipstick on. I never left the house without lipstick on.
Yeah. When you were younger and you wore a lot of makeup, why'd you wear it?
To look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wore it to look like professional so that people thought I was put together more than what I was.
My ex-husband, when we were young, he used to call me the painted lady. Yep.
Nothing wrong. Elton John wrote a song about that. It's about a prostitute, sweet painted lady.
Yep.
Great
song. That's what Tom called me, painted lady.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, he never complained.
See, back in the 70s and 80s, you just did it. We wouldn't even be, they'd think we were crazy, like talking about, now it's like, oh yeah, natural.
Natural. Oh God.
Makeup too. It just never ends.
Yeah, it's natural.
Oh yeah.
Organic.
Speaking of never ends, these guys are doing a lot of this shit now. Pedicures, manicures, Botox. They got these fuckers on TV now talking about getting Botox. They need a fucking baseball bat to the fucking head's what they need. They're not even good looking guys. I can understand if you were just some freak genes, you had some fucked up caved in part of your fucking face. Botox would fill in. Okay, I get that. It's like skinny women with perfect asses and like a 2-inch gap between their legs and nice tan skin and little A-cup titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big set of 36 double Ds makes sense. You got it all, man.
Well, like what I said as far as like men, and I actually read an article about this. So most women
Psychiatric magazine.
Yeah, that was the other day. But I read something, and it talks about how most women don't like men like that because they like the more like rugged almost look, more of a manly like.
Yeah, you're
look.
gonna get a freak here and there that's finger banging herself, like the one who married Seal.
No,
Oh, Heidi Klum. Oh God, I can't stand her.
No, I can't stand her either. But you're gonna get like a beauty or Angelo Jolie marrying that other fucking druggy fucking retard Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, you're gonna get you slip through the cracks that you're just thinking to yourself, they must have been on dope. Or who married that Lyle Lovett? Looks fucking retarded too. Looks like he looks like he's just like got Down syndrome or something. He married some fucking gorgeous woman too. I mean, you can understand when they were young how Brad Pitt and all these guys got these good looking, but not some of these fucking clowns.
Right.
It's just a fucking mystery.
I mean, like, I think a lot of it has to do with money too.
Money fucking helps, man. You're goddamn right.
Like you could.
Of course it's money. Jesus.
Yeah, what else could it be?
Some beautiful young girl isn't going to go after some ugly old man. No. Come on.
It's the only thing left, money.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, but it still seems like there's kind of like a double standard. But you got to be careful. Like I remember going to a fucking bodybuilding show in Orlando. Women say, their muscles look too big. You know, it's gross. Fuck, man. There were like 20 like famous bodybuilders at this fucking thing. One of them was Barry LeMay. And there was a fucking line 500 feet long of the most gorgeous women in the world wanting his autograph. Yeah, I guess there's women out there that don't like bodybuilders, but if you ever go to one of those shows where they have those fitness models and shit, yeah, those fuckers show up.
I think what I think is neat about it is not just so much the appearance, but like how they have so much drive and discipline to like put into doing that.
Oh,
It's not like
bodybuilding?
an easy, it's not
Oh,
like
you better fucking believe it, man. Everybody
that's
acts like,
work.
yeah, no, fuck yeah, it is. You got to have good genes. And it's like,
You gotta
oh,
watch
fuck yeah.
exactly
You
what
don't
you
just
put in
take,
your body. Like,
yeah, you don't just take steroids and look like that.
no. I knew a guy who did it, right? And I would see him, because I worked with him, and like he'd come into work and his lunch would be
That's right,
like
chocolate.
tuna with mustard because like he couldn't eat the man because he had to like watch like
Oh, yeah, they're fucking nutty.
every little thing that like he
Oh, yeah.
consumed.
Yeah, that's true. But it all, like, I noticed that Pierce Bronson's starting to look like an old man. I never thought he was that good looking anyway. He wasn't like Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger
Pierce Brosnan.
Moore. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Bet he was only
he
5'5".
was. Right.
Hey, people go around saying my dad's a good looking guy even to this day, and he's almost 70.
Yeah, but that's like there are a few out there, like that one motherfucker that used to hawk that goddamn liquor on TV, tequila or whatever it fucking was, that gray hair guy. There are some distinguished looking older guys, but they're like same thing, like Pamela Anderson's. They show up every fucking 2 billion people,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, Clint Eastwood's kid's good looking? Huh. You know whose kids are kind of strange looking? Tiger Woods.
I've never
Unfortunately,
seen him.
If you look
they seem to take after Tiger instead of the mother.
if you
I was
look at
going to say, because Tiger Woods, to me, he's kind of funny looking
Yeah, he's
himself.
weird. He almost looks retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, like both parents have very different looks to them, very unique like
Yeah, but
looks to
I'll tell you
them.
who else turned out not so good looking is the fucking guy that the crocodile chaser. Motherfucker that got stung in the heart by a stingray or whatever the hell it was. His wife was good looking when she was young, and that daughter's kind of like weird looking too. And same with Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's daughter. She's kind of fucking weird looking.
Oh, yeah. That, what's
Yeah.
her name? That one.
Wilmer?
Yeah, they can fucking forget it.
Yeah.
And how
That
about
poor
Joan
thing is.
Rivers' daughter? Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Eastwood's good looking. And look at
Rumor.
James
That's her
Brolin,
name.
James Brolin, the one that married Barbara Streisand. Josh Brolin, he's a good looking guy, but he's getting older now too. I mean, it can happen,
Oh,
but you're like,
yeah.
I've seen women get better looking as they age too,
yeah,
though.
that does happen.
There's
It does
some,
happen.
yeah, it's like I've seen
Not very much though. And I've seen young women like 15, 16. You think, man, they're going to be gorgeous. And you see them at 30, and it's like, what in the hell happened? You know where that happens a lot? Italian girls. They'll be 13 years old, and it's like, God damn, man, they'll be 30, and they're fucking going to Weight Watchers already.
Well, you know what I noticed about Italian girls is they usually have like better skin.
Yeah,
Like
skin
I don't
health.
know if you've ever noticed that like genetic factor, but like I've seen like older Italian women and I'm like sometimes I'm like
They're
you
fucking
hardly have any
beasts.
wrinkles
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah, they hardly have any wrinkles. Yeah. Yeah, it cost them 10 grand to get a bikini wax.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Hey, now it's funny. Chocolate Tomatoes talks about Arnold Schwarzenegger's love child. Yeah, something's a little off with him. He's not gonna follow in Dad's footsteps. Although Dad married a Brooke Shields lookalike, half
yeah,
mannish
kinda,
looking, lack femininity. Yeah, there's something. There's a card short with the Tom Selleck. He didn't, huh? Now there's some. I always thought that who was that Sean Connery? I don't know how that fucker ever made it that far either. He looked like I ought to be fucking nailing fucking aluminum siding up someplace for half price. I didn't think he was good looking at all. And he was James Bond for like 25 years.
Yeah,
James
he
Crosby,
was.
another nerdy looking fucker that made it all the way. Elton John, homely as hell. Yeah, some people just get lucky. Sammy Davis Jr., I mean, it looks like a bobblehead, like a toy.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra, a little odd looking. Yeah, I mean, some of them are, but yeah, Tom Selleck, he didn't age well. Huh. I haven't seen a picture of him.
But also, men in Hollywood and that field, they wear makeup too, though sometimes. So you got to be careful, like when you say.
Rod Stewart, that fucker kind of looks the same as he did 50 years ago.
I saw a video
Yeah,
of
I
Rod
know
Stewart
it.
recently. I was like amazed at the energy
You know
he
who
still
looks
has.
strange now? Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, he does.
You know, he got busted twice with human growth hormone, which gives you that big block square forehead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brad Pitt's heading south too.
Yeah, he still looks good to me.
Does he?
I saw a
Yeah.
video of Brad Pitt and recently, and I mean, I think he's aged
What do you think?
accordingly.
How about in his heyday? Who's that motherfucker that did this? Robert Redford. Back in the day. Do you think he was good looking?
I don't know that guy.
How about you, Sam?
Robert. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in the day, I sure did. Of course. Yeah. Now I haven't seen a picture of him in a long time, so I don't know how he's aged.
No, LA's right. Leonardo DiCaprio's heading south majorly.
Yeah.
You know who still looks
doesn't
pretty
look as
damn good
good.
though? Fucking Vanilla Ice.
I know.
Oh, I know. Did you see him on his
Yeah, that
construction
motherfucker doesn't
show?
look that much different now when he
Yeah.
came
No,
out.
he doesn't. I know it. He got out of the biz. That's why.
He seems like a nice guy.
I know it. He was like a one-hit wonder and went on to other things. That's probably why he looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see they nailed him though. Well, he got arrested for
Yeah,
stealing
he
shit
went
out
through a
of it.
lot. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Go through some stuff.
His wife, he beat his
think-
wife up, I think, too.
Yeah, didn't he file for bankruptcy too? I think a couple times.
I don't
maybe?
think so. No, I think he's done pretty good. I mean, not crazy money, but like 10 million or something.
Yeah, a lot of the famous people had to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
Well, look at that Charlie Sheen. Now, his dad, Martin Sheen, I loved him as an actor.
Yeah, me too.
And that Charlie Sheen, he was nothing but
How about
just
the brother?
worthless.
The brother with the Mexican name.
Oh, yeah, Emilio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good looking. And there was one other one I was going to say. Oh, I'll have to remember. I can't remember.
Did you watch No Country for Old Men?
Yes.
I thought Josh Brolin was good looking in that.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I always thought Josh Brolin was a good looking guy.
Yeah.
I just can't remember him in that movie.
He fit that perfect. Fit that role perfect.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in the spotlight your whole life? Like throughout the years and everything, and everybody, you know what I mean? Like, just like.
I think it would have been great, like in the Sinatra Kennedy days. Now you get fucking arrested and sued, and you lose your fucking everything.
You always have to have like people with you now.
Oh yeah, now it's like I would be a nervous wreck as a professional athlete or something. I would run from a fan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just remembered. Look at Robert Downing Jr. Look how he dug himself out of the gutter and made it back.
Yeah, he's in some movie now. New movie.
Yeah.
There's a couple celebrities that happened to.
He's a good actor. I really like him.
Yeah, you know who else was good looking at one time? Mickey Rourke.
At one time, yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
No, not anymore.
He seems like a really good guy, though. And you know who
Yeah.
else? I never could find a straight story on why Hollywood blackballed Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother. He's a great actor, I thought.
I think sometimes it's like if you piss off certain people, it's just like good luck. You know what I mean? It's just
Patrick
like one of those
Swayze died,
things.
didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah,
You were
he
talking
died
about him
of,
singing one song.
I loved him. Oh my God, I love Patrick Swayze.
He
Oh, he
was the
died
one.
a long time ago, didn't he?
He
Yeah, a
was the
long
one in
time
Dirty
ago.
Dancing, right? Dirty Dancing and
Yeah.
Ghost, right? Am I
Did you
okay?
ever think?
Yes.
Did you ever think John Travolta was good looking?
No.
Did
My
you ever think
mother
he was
was a big
gay?
fan of John Travolta.
Did you ever think he was gay?
No,
Uh,
never did.
uh,
I think he got lucky too. I mean, he's not that great of an actor. It's funny how these movies, like, Julia
Yeah.
Roberts, same thing. I mean, you just get lucky. Fucking carry it through your whole life. How
But
about that one Brad Pitt lived with, that Jewish girl? She was in that Friends show for years. Jennifer Aniston.
oh yeah, she's still going.
Super
Yeah.
good body. Cute, great hair. Oh, pancreatic cancer got him, huh?
She never
Yeah. Nicolas Cage was never good looking, I didn't think.
he had the typical like almost like Italian look, I would say, right, Tom? Like Nicolas
Who's
Cage,
that?
kind of Nicolas Cage. Like he had
Yeah,
the
right. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the average
He
Joe
was
kind
great in
of.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, he was a good. What other movie was he in that I loved? I forgot what movie he was in. I was like, this is an awesome movie. Maybe it was called Face Off. I
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
know.
see that.
I think that's what the movie was called. I'd have to look back. It was a while ago.
You think Tom Cruise is good looking?
I think that he has good-looking features. Yeah, yeah.
Something's up with his hair lately.
I haven't seen it lately.
Yeah. Have you noticed that, Stephanie? Something's up with Tom Cruise's hair.
I haven't noticed what's going on with it.
It's just kind of like frizzed and shit. They've come up, these hair transplants and stuff are really good now. But something's going on with his.
Oh, do you think he's had something done?
Either that or he's hiding something.
Oh, maybe.
They can do a lot of work on people now to make
Yeah,
people
you
look
can't hardly
different.
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I can't help it. I
Yeah,
like Tom Cruise's movies. I like his movies.
really?
Yep. Yep, I do. Yep.
What was the one movie where they were like on a bus speeding, and it was like people were
Oh, that
dying?
was
What?
Keanu Reeves
Yeah, but
and,
what
and
He was
movie?
like
Sandra
kind of a
Bullock.
head case.
Yes.
Speed. It was
Yeah.
called Speed.
Speed.
You know who
Yes.
was a good looking guy when he was younger, but as he aged, I think he looks like kind of like a chipmunk, is Kevin Bacon.
Oh, I love Kevin
Yeah,
Bacon.
I like some
Oh,
of
I
his
love
movies. Yeah,
him. Yeah. And
some
you
of
know
his
what? He
movies.
still looks cute for being an old man. I like him. You- Yep, I love him.
They
He
lost a ton of money on that Madoff scandal.
The what?
really.
Madoff, the guy that ripped all those people off, Madoff.
Yeah, the
They lost
pyramid.
most of their money through him.
Ponzi stuff.
He's Jewish, don't you, Kevin Bacon?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No wonder I like him.
Yeah.
No wonder why Tom likes them. Tom's probably like,
Love those Jews.
Because he's a
Jennifer,
Jew.
Jennifer Aniston. The Jews are taking quite a hit, though, around these college universities.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I never thought I'd see anti-Semitism at this level.
Really?
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Ah,
That Hamas is, they've had quite a marketing program going for about the last 10 years and going to these liberal college campuses and brainwashing the smartest students there, and it's paid off. Really,
Hmm.
I never thought I'd see anybody outdo Jews at anything. Interesting though. But you see all these people getting arrested at these college campuses. Protests and stuff. I don't have a problem with peaceful protests. I don't know what they're arresting them on though. Does anybody know this?
I don't have any
No.
Is it
information
what do
on
they tell them
that.
to get the fuck out of there and they say no and then they trespass them and then they arrest them? What is it?
I don't know. I thought you could protest. I
I thought
thought
you could
that
too.
was
They're
legal.
arrested like 2,300 someplace, UCLA or something like that.
Well, like
Really?
Yeah.
the laws for protesting is you gotta be like a certain amount of distance from a place.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta, there's laws. There's actually like a legit like guidelines, or I don't know what you want to call it. And
Yeah,
I
but I
think
mean, it's still like you don't want a criminal charge on your record.
right.
It's a pain in the ass. You couldn't go over to the Canadian side if you had a misdemeanor. They don't fucking want you over there. I mean, it's not problem free.
Well, America is like, if you go to like other countries, like they don't understand how we are. Like as far as we always talk about politics. So we're talking about presidential, like president stuff. Like we're in a lot of other countries, they don't really talk about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's different how people view what we're used to. It's normal. Like nobody says anything where it's taboo in other places.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like your constitutional right to
Yeah.
freedom of speech, freedom,
Mm-hmm.
it's what we were founded on. So I guess that's why we probably we do it more because, yeah, so.
Who's that fucking attorney that represented OJ? Johnny, what was his name? Cochran.
Yeah.
He said when you're black, it's 3 a.m. and a cop's there, you have no constitutional rights. Probably an element of
Mhm.
truth in it. You know?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I don't.
Oh, they
I'm
left
not.
trash
See,
behind. Oh,
I
okay.
can't. I can't. I don't know. They left the trash behind with what?
Yeah. So what was the charge? Littering?
What happened?
It's probably all they could get him on was littering.
Yeah.
Who?
Those
The
protesters out there in that
protesters.
Oh, the
Palestine deal.
protesters.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't know what they. There's things that you like. You can't do certain things. There's
Maybe
rules like.
disturbing the peace.
Well, you can protest and you can stand there and you can make noise and you can do stuff, but like there's just these guidelines that you have to follow, and if you don't, then whatever place it is, private property, they can call the police and have you removed if
Right.
it gets
Right.
out of
Right.
hand.
I don't think have you guys ever been in a protest? I haven't.
Oh, fuck no.
No, me neither.
There was actually a protest in the grocery store that I worked at one time, like right in the middle of the produce section, and they had to get like escorted out of the store.
What was it like? People picking bananas for $1 a day or something?
It was they didn't want the store selling Trump wines. They
Oh,
were
what were they
selling
doing?
the line of they gathered and they were singing "We Shall Overcome," and they were holding up signs, like all these like anti like stop selling this wine, it was just a big, yeah.
Trump makes the wine.
I guess they have a line of wines.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna go buy it.
Hey, what's your take on Trump? Do you think any of these charges are going to stick?
No.
What do you think, Michelle?
I,
You got to be a Trump hater living in New York, aren't you?
Yeah.
this is a tough one because in history, how many presidents have been charged with anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they usually just let it go.
Yeah, they all get away with it, but I guess uh I don't know. Here we go on politics, which I don't like to talk about. We had a heated conversation the other night in Tom's
Oh,
chat.
I'm sure.
Uh,
I'm sure.
me and a couple chatters, and then I just dropped it. So
Yeah. I mean, just like I mean, if I look back at history and like how many presidents got arrested or charged with anything, and it's
Yeah.
just like you don't really see that going, you know.
Yeah,
And
but you look at Nixon. I mean, that
well,
wasn't
yeah, a
fun.
lot of them don't get caught. See, doing the shit. So
Yeah.
because they have
I
Secret
don't know.
Service around them all the time, following them to the bathrooms.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I mean, I find it really odd, but I mean, if you do a chart, I mean, here's a good example. The DA where I live got
Yeah.
blasted for,
There's something weird going on there.
yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like,
I think she was drunk.
you do?
Yeah.
Some people say that. That's what some people.
I'll tell you what, they should have grabbed her ass right out of that fucking garage and arrested her.
Well, but
You know,
she
and the DA, I don't know about New York, but Michigan and like here, that's the chief law enforcement officer. They're the top dog.
well, I think that's why she. I think that's why she was like.
Yeah, but
So
then,
aggressive.
something's not adding up. Pull the
I
fuck
know
over.
this doesn't. I know it doesn't sound right to me either. Something
No, I
else.
think she was drunk. I mean, and she
Yeah.
didn't, they didn't test her for alcohol, did they?
Nope.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised they didn't fucking get rid of those goddamn recordings.
That's why I think it was a political stunt
Oh, absolutely.
because somebody wanted to make her look bad. But then she went back on and made an apology video to everybody and said that she pled guilty to everything and
I
she
think
paid
she's fucked there.
everything. And
I think she's fucked there.
I think there's just something going on there, and I just couldn't. I
How
don't
about
know.
this one in Minnesota got caught breaking into her old stepmother's home at B&E, and they stealing computers and shit. She's like a state rep in Minnesota. They just stripped her or all her shit too.
I think when you're in
That was a good movie, you're right, Jeannie.
I think when you're in a position of power, in a public position of power, and you're a voted representative, you are scrutinized like always.
Yeah, but what she did is just off the fucking chain crazy.
Yeah, that is
They'd still be hitting me if I tried that shit.
it would still would you
They
still
should
be
have
getting
jerked her
stuck?
ass out of that fucking garage and arrested her.
I think sometimes they pull these as like a stunt too. But like
Yeah, but
you
she was
always
supposed to pull over and she didn't.
oh I know. Oh well I mean that's what I with that situation, like it was pretty much
I
yeah.
think
I
she's
know.
done.
Why not? She must have
But
been
to put
drinking.
but to put the body cam on and blast it on the news.
No, it's free. No, it's Freedom of Information Act. Anybody has access to it. You could get a copy of it if you wanted. It's public record.
Right.
When somebody found out that happened, and there's fuckers on YouTube now that they apply for all your body cam footage every day of the fucking week, whether they know something's there or not. It's like looky here, oh boy.
Yeah, that's what we watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
All those cop videos of people on their body cams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought the body cams was a good tool for the police officers as well because
Works
It
both ways.
is. Yeah.
it can work either way
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But I'll bet you money it works better for the police in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
What I think's unfair is these fucking sobriety tests. Fuck, I can't say the goddamn alphabet backwards sober.
I know. And what about the ones where you have to walk a line and all that?
but I want you guys to Google Reno 911.
That's funny. They're
When
Yeah.
funny.
it is when the woman did a sobriety test on the guy, it was hilarious. It was
No,
Yeah.
perfect. They did
that
a
show
good
was
skit
funny.
there.
That show was funny.
Yeah, she did really good. The blonde Reno woman, she did really good with this guy doing a sobriety test. It was hilarious. You got to see that skit. If you can look, if you want to Google it, if you want a good laugh, Google that.
Yeah, I could not do those sobriety tests sober. I can't, I wobble and everything else. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie, we want you to recite the alphabet backwards, please.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Let me think about it for a few minutes first. Jeez. God.
Some of them are pretty fun. For some reason, I really enjoy the cops getting nailed drunk driving. When they pull over cops and they're smashed.
Oh, the car. I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good
Oh
ones.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And you can tell that the cops that are having to take them in, they feel bad, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's all on the body
Yeah.
cam. They can't cover for them.
Yeah, can't let them go like the old days.
Right. Yep, I know
Crazy.
it.
Yeah, it's just nuts what the hell happens out there nowadays.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, when you're drunk and those lights come on, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the last thing you need to do is like argue.
Yeah, I know, Tom. That's the whole deal. And these people, they just don't. They have to argue, and then it gets into, oh, the cops use too much force and
Yeah,
all
they
that
grab their ass.
bullshit.
They grab
Yeah,
their ass.
right.
Well, the thing is,
No,
um,
Ellie, no.
for you to get like a legit DWI, they have to have. There's only not every officer is certified, and
Right, but most are.
but not all. So I mean, if you got to make sure
No.
that the officer too.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you not be certified as a fucking cop to fucking arrest motherfuckers drunk driving? What the fuck you doing out there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of that either.
I mean, it probably, in bumfucked Egypt, some motherfucker just got hired or some shit.
Maybe, yeah.
By and
Yeah.
large, when you got cops out there, it's like, not certified. I mean, what the fuck's he doing working there?
Well, I mean, I'm not certified, and I bet I could tell if somebody was frickin' drunk or not.
Oh, big
Shit.
time. Hell yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being drunk. Just don't be driving.
Right.
Right.
I could tell with Tom's had too many.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. I
No, you
so
can't.
can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Give me an example.
I can just tell the way you talk, how your demeanor and everything. It changes.
It doesn't
Not
have anything to do
completely.
with what I'm drinking.
I'm not saying that like you're when you from the time that you start your chats and then after you've had like two or three.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
You said that about a week ago, like have another, like that had something to
I'm
do
not I'm not saying that like you're just this like sloppy person or anything, but you can tell. I can tell.
with. Can you tell, Stephanie?
To me, you seem pretty much the same. You don't really. You might get louder, maybe. I don't know. I've not really even thought about it.
Yeah, well, think
We
about it.
come on here. You have a few beers. I've
not
had a
saying it's a
few
bad
drinks
thing.
before, but
Yeah.
I can't.
It's more
Unless I
fun.
suppose if
I
you
think
got really drunk, I don't know. We should have a drunk stream sometime, though.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Jeez. Oh
good. Like,
no.
no,
That'd be
let's do it.
fun. Yeah,
No, but
Michelle.
you got to show on the camera drinking it.
Okay.
If I did that, no way. I do not want to do that. It's because I'm a lightweight.
Yeah, well, that'd be the fun part of it. We'd see you like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the fun part. I get a lot more louder. I know that.
Yeah, we have a lot more fun. I think it enhances things. You just
Yeah.
not like to drink, Michelle, or what?
I'm just I
Uh,
just it just never really like I don't know. Well, I when I
Probably
drink,
kept you from getting laid a lot more.
yeah.
Let me ask an expert, Stephanie.
Yeah, I got laid more when I was drunk. Okay,
All
there
right.
you go.
See, Michelle, there's going to be a day when you're able to liberate yourself and just be free with what happened.
Right.
You know who has some pretty good drinking stories? Lucid.
Oh, really?
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, she couldn't tell you, had the faintest idea where her car was parked.
Oh, God. Yeah, I've had that happen.
No, I've never had that happen.
I have.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
wonder where she is.
Yeah.
Jeannie, you ever gotten? I think I might have thrown up like once drunk or some shit. I mean, I was never. I mean, I'm sure there were plenty of times where I, shouldn't be driving. But even drunk driving, it wasn't like I was getting on the fucking expressway the wrong way or some shit like that. I mean, I was probably like rolling through stop signs and fucking crossing the yellow line, but it wasn't like hitting families doing 150. I was just
Right.
had to. Yeah, that. I mean, not that that's anything to brag about, but when they clamped down on that fucking shit, I made sure that I didn't do it. I had
Right.
a designated driver. It's no fun going to some place where you want to drink and you got to drive home by yourself. Fuck that. It's not worth it.
No, it's not.
I mean, these fuckers don't want to pay for a taxi and they'll pay 10 grand in insurance premiums for the next 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't get it,
you're
man.
right.
It's fucking
You're right.
stupid.
And
Yeah.
like there's so many ways now to get transportation home if you need it.
Mhm.
There's so many. And
Mhm.
I don't know anybody that would be like if you were at a bar, let's say you were like completely
I can't even tell you when I've been at a bar. I couldn't even tell you when.
a bartender will call you a cab.
Sad
Like
to
if you're
say.
that inebriated where you're just kind of like, yeah, I
Not if
can't
you're
even,
leaving good tips.
no, they'll call a cab for you.
They will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. I think I got, for some reason, I guess I'm lucky I got a limit. Worst thing that happens to me is I couldn't get a hard on. But it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because I'm going home alone anyway. So, I mean,
Yeah.
is that any
Yeah.
kind of casualty?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Right. Doesn't matter. That's
God.
right. I mean, that's not a side effect if it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know. Nope.
I think it's like, I didn't even start drinking until I was 25.
I know. That's what you said.
What a fucking mistake. But as I got older, I think it enhances things. Like it really does. I think like if you can go to anything, especially a concert, some fucking that's one thing that I'll give, even though it's not worth it to me. I'd never take a vacation based on not getting in trouble for drinking. But it is attractive on a cruise ship to just be able to wander around, look out the rail, go back to your room, jack off, play a few slot machines.
Be drunk.
Yeah, go to the bar, tell jokes at
Stagger
fat girls,
around.
hold a gun to your head. But I mean, the big thing everybody worries about, you're on a boat. I don't think I'm going to fucking fall over the rail. Hey, Blue. I don't think I'm going to fall over the rail, but it's I just like the freedom of not worried about getting in trouble drinking.
Right.
Right.
Wasn't crazy. I never been at one time I was at a fucking casino, man. I go to this goddamn Indian casino and I'm meeting a lawyer there that I was doing some work for. I just get there. I can't find him. So I sit at the bar. This bitch fucking comes up. Can I help you? It's like, yeah, I want this. And I said, can I run a tab? She like fucking shrugs her shoulder. Like I asked her if I could see her nude or some shit like that. She's all bitchy. So I'm drinking my beer. About fucking 5 minutes later, these fucking security guards come over and said, you're cut off. It's like, cut off? I just got here. It's like,
What?
they said, we have special training. We can tell when you've had too much to drink. I said, motherfuckers, I
Oh,
just got here.
oh my
I
God.
haven't had anything to drink. So they cut me off. So I finally find the lawyer. I said, hey, these fucking cocksuckers just cut me off, man. This fucking bitch barmaid, And he said, well, what do you want? It's like, I want a beer. And, I do have a temper. So he buys me a beer. I'm drinking a beer and I'm talking to him. And some fucking cocksucker Indian fucking security guard like reaches above while I'm looking away and takes my beer out of my hand. It's like, what are you doing, motherfucker? You're
Oh my
drinking,
God.
pissed. He said, we told you were cut off. I said, well, give me that beer back. You've been drinking.
Right.
And we just finally ended up left. I didn't even get to drink like a half of a fucking beer.
Oh my God.
Special training, motherfuckers.
You don't like.
I had it happen in Las Vegas one time too with a buddy of mine. It's my flight instructor. We went out there, got fucked up. I mean, unless you're some real good-looking motherfucker, you're not fucking girls after bars close. I mean, maybe some son of a bitch is out there doing it. Wasn't me. Couple times over like a 25-year period. We meet these goddamn. Did I ever tell you this? We meet these goddamn girls out there in Las Vegas, and they want to go back to the room and fuck. It's like, yeah, sounds good to me. And her girlfriend liked him. It's like we're drinking. Who goes? We go back. And they were cute. We get up to the fucking goddamn elevator, and the door opens. We turn around. He's gone. He just fucking took off. I guess he didn't like the girl. So, talk about killing the mood. It's like, well, it's
Right.
like, what am I going to do? Go up and like fuck both of them? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Porno movie fantasies ain't fucking happening. So it's like, well, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with this motherfucker. So I've been drinking, and my job now is to go out and find this cocksucker. So I spend 3 hours. I spend 3 hours. He's going through all these fucking casinos. You go in there, it looks like The Shining, like 2 miles of this kick-ass looking carpet.
I know. Oh God.
And I finally find him like 3 hours later, and he's playing blackjack with just like him and the like dealer.
Oh God.
I said, hey, cocksucker, the fuck did you do that for? He said, shut up, man. I'm gambling. I said, you don't tell me to shut up. I push him. And she says, I'm going to call security if you don't leave. I said, call him, you fucking cunt. Well, hey, this is no shit. So she pushes some goddamn button. She didn't need to call anybody. They're already tipped off. I don't know what the fuck it was. I look out my fucking side of my thing, and there's like these 3 security guys like walking like really fast. I just fucking take the fuck off. I'm cutting in between tables, pushing over fucking chairs behind me. I want to get the fuck out of there. I run out that casino into another one, through another one, go outside, end up making it back to the hotel room. They never fucking caught me. Finally,
God.
like 9 o'clock, I'm sleeping in bed. I hear the door open. He said, you're not in jail. He said, you actually got away from them, you crazy motherfucker? I said, yeah, man, they couldn't catch me. He said, you cocksucker. I said, what in the fuck did you do that for? He said, I just didn't really like her, man. She didn't have any tits, and I just wasn't in it. I said, why didn't you just say some shit, man?
Oh God.
And it was all cool after that. But I got away from their ass. I probably couldn't do that now, but I did then. I did then. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God. Oh man.
Good old days.
I can just see it. Yeah. Somebody running through the casino. Oh God. Oh my God.
That's the kind of like cool mystique to Las Vegas, especially in the there's never off days there. You can go in June, you can go in January. It's always like this big, huge space of great things to eat, great places to drink, people watching strip clubs, good entertainment, in-house bands. I mean, you get a fucking goddamn lobster tails at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you go back. I mean, that's no shit. There's no clocks on the wall. What the fuck do you need one of those for?
You don't. Yeah, you don't. Not in
No.
Vegas.
No, your body tells you, man, you can't drink anymore.
Oh God, I know it. I
Yeah.
know.
And
Yeah,
then you go
just
back to your
one
room.
more.
I've
One
actually,
more.
yeah, I've actually woken up in my hotel room in Las Vegas. I didn't know if it was PM or AM.
I know.
Oh, goddamn.
Me too.
Goddamn, you look out the curtains. I guess it's PM. The sun's out. So goddamn fun, man. No shit. It's fucking fun there, man. You would love it. You
Oh,
should do it, you know.
it's a whole nother world. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
you can do like take fucking Ferris wheel rides and shit. You can take a car down
Yep.
to old Las Vegas, just see fucking crazy
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Go into a fucking antique store and buy a pair of vintage bowling shoes.
Oh God.
Well, I don't know if it still is, but New York's like that too. You can be in New York City. I mean, it's expensive as hell to stay there, but you can go to a place that's like 10,000 square feet and all they sell is bowling shoes.
God.
Yeah, and they got 3 shifts of clerks and shit. Be 4 a.m, you're drunk. It's like you wasn't there friendly. It's like, hi, looking for some bowling shoes? Yeah.
I know. And everybody is so nice to you
So
too.
nice. Yeah, so nice.
Yeah.
They get out
And
that like thing, to help get your shoe on.
oh God. And all the free drinks you want.
Free drinks, yeah, just super fun.
Oh God, dang, I know.
Great shit to eat, man. Like anything that comes to mind. You're not eating like cheap ass frozen pizza when you're out there.
Right. I know.
Yeah. You remember, Stephanie, back in the day, you could get those cheap little bullshit miniature shrimp and those free shrimp cocktails?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I still remember the 99-cent breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You got a huge breakfast for $1.
Yeah. Who's breakfast for $1?
Yep.
And the rooms are like plush and nice, and you don't hear the door
Nice.
slamming. Nice mattress, not a bunch of
Yep.
fucking jizz stains all over the sheets and shit like the Red Roof Inn I'm used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a bunch
No,
of
I
kids'
know it.
toys and dust and fucking dead spiders and shit under the thing.
Yep. I know.
Soap, like really good smelling soap. All this
Mm-hmm.
you don't bust your ass taking a shower drunk. Like construction things on your feet.
Oh God. I thank God I had enough sense. I never took a shower when I was drunk.
Yeah, big
Jeez.
plush towels.
Oh yeah, I know.
You look around those casinos and what I'm amazed at is how they keep them clean.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine how many people they have to employ?
Oh my God! Can you imagine just vacuuming the fucking carpet?
No, I can't.
No, I
I
can't
mean,
either.
that would be the worst job in Vegas.
Oh my God! I think that hospital I went to last Monday, I think the same thing there. I go into these fucking hospitals.
Uh-huh.
You look at my place. There's fingerprints, fucking pair of underwear on the thing.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
Half squeezed. You go into this mega fucking giant fucking thing. No streaks on the thing as you're talking to the clerk. No dirt on the floor. I mean, the fucking thing looks brand new everywhere you go. And then when you get into the place, like where you get this, I got propofol for mine. This upper GI. It's like everything's like brand new looking, man. I even asked the girls, how the fuck do you keep this shit clean? She said, it's 3 shifts, man. We're on it all the time. Changing the sheets and pillowcases every time for every procedure.
Yeah.
Cleaning what a fucking nightmare, man. No wonder
I know.
bills are so much. Probably half of it goes to the fucking cleaning crews.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't imagine keeping these places. And during that COVID bullshit, it was 10 times worse.
Oh, can you imagine what it was like?
No.
And, see, those are the type jobs that they should make a lot of money.
I agree.
And they don't.
And how do you just do that for 40 years?
I actually have a family member who did sterile processing for a hospital.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
And it doesn't pay that well. I mean, it pays
No.
decent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I've known people, though. I've met people in my life, though. My dad was kind of like that. Really super smart guy, but alcoholic. And He just always wanted to promote them. He just wanted assembly line jobs. And I know people
Oh,
that have been janitors their whole life, and they just love the idea of going in at 11 o'clock at night and 7 o'clock and not running into one motherfucker there. And if it meant cleaning toilets, they were fine with it.
I worked
oh
I
yeah.
worked I worked overnights for a long time, over 10 years, and I enjoyed it because it was
Yeah.
like you were away from you quit your
I mean, I'm
job
kind of a
and
night guy anyway. And you get by on such less sleep. You're not sleeping like 8 hours when you're a midnight worker. You're sleeping like 5 and shit like that.
the
I mean,
thing
maybe sometimes, but when you're a day shift worker, you seem to get more sleep.
I mean,
You know?
it was difficult because sometimes you couldn't sleep when you got home and
Yeah, right.
sometimes you
Well,
could, and
that's
then
one
if
thing I can't figure out what causes that. I've tried everything I've read online too. Like, I take these big old fucking road trips, drive all night. Like when I went out to Arizona, that was 27 hours one way. Just take a little cat nap here and there. But I wonder I don't know if I tried staying hydrated, eating like fruits and shit, vegetables, no energy drinks, and I was still fucking wiped out for a week.
it was a crazy time in my life. Like I had to take a lot of energy drinks and
Yeah. You got to
and
watch out for adrenal fatigue and energy drinks.
well
It's
that
false energy.
well that's what ended up. And when I stopped drinking, so here's a good thing that I tested out personally. I drank at least one big energy drink, a potent one, every day. And then on my days off, I was like exhausted.
Yeah.
Like there's something in those
Adrenal
drinks.
fatigue. Yeah.
If you drink them consistently and then you
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
you're going to get
Yep.
withdrawals.
Yep. It's true.
And they promote them all the
Hey,
time.
Mark.
Yeah, I tried an energy drink one time, and I had actual heart palpitations.
I believe
Um,
that.
Oh, yeah.
and
That happens.
I drink coffee all day, and coffee has never affected me like that. And I was at work. I remember I felt so weird. I had to go and sit down for about 20 minutes, and I never drank another one again. I don't know what it is they put in those things, but
No,
oh,
I know people that take too big of gummies and have that happen.
oh man.
Well, well, when I was younger, I used to do Jaeger bomb shots, which was Red Bull
Yeah.
with Jägermeister. And
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
You were a
Uh,
lot happier.
I was extremely awake and drunk. It was the weirdest feeling
Oh, yeah.
ever.
That's why young college kids get Viagra so they can get drunk and still fuck.
It was,
I've never heard. What are you
Oh,
talking
no, 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 Stephanie, no bullshit. That's very well known on college campuses. $50 for a Viagra so you can get trashed and still fuck.
That sounds dangerous to me.
No, it is at this age, but at that age, it's not.
Oh God.
You're 18 and and you're drinking too much and you take a Viagra. I mean, mission accomplished.
Oh my
it's
God.
just like, can you imagine drunk people who are awake? Like who are
Yeah,
wired
but
on
that's what
that
had
too.
happened. That's why college kids. Viagra is a big deal on college campuses. Yeah.
Oh, oh no.
Really?
Yeah. You can't tell me sometime in your past history, Stephanie, there's a time or two you wish your fucking new boyfriend would have had one. You've heard of whiskey
Um,
dick, haven't you?
I don't know. I probably was too drunk to even notice.
Have you heard of whiskey? Have you heard of whiskey dick?
Yes, of course.
You know what it is. All
Yes.
right. You know what it is, Michelle?
No,
It's
you
where a
can't.
guy gets too drunk he can't get a hard on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
think in my whole life I had that happen twice, and that was in college. I prayed to my Lord and Savior to get hard, and it didn't. Wish I'd have had a fucking Viagra.
Just have another drink.
I'd have swallowed that motherfucker, no problem.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're 20 years old. You don't think you need one. That dick looked like it never got hard. I'll never forget it. Would you like me to go into more detail?
No, Tom, that's okay. No, that's okay.
Just
Oh
checking.
God.
Yeah, whiskey dick. Do you believe in beer goggles?
Oh yeah. Well, 'cause
What?
Beer goggles.
What is that?
People look better when you're drunk.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Of
absolutely right.
course. Absolutely.
I don't think it's so much that people look better. I think it's so much that you lose your inhibitions and you're kind
Yeah,
of
but
like,
they say that.
whatever.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, if you're young, you're sexually active, well, what's this fucking losing inhibitions fucking shit? Why don't you women just pull up the chair to the fucking table and admit you like to fuck just like the men? You always got to be losing your inhibitions or you got tricked.
So
I mean,
wait a
why did
minute.
it just fucking pony up
So
on
wait a minute.
liking
So
it
wait-
just as much as men?
So wait a minute. So you've never done anything that you're like, oh shit, like I wouldn't have done that if I was sober the next day.
Oh, fuck yeah. I
I'm
remember
not
getting a
just
big
talking
hickey on my neck by this fucking 400-pound pig. There's one example. You want some more?
No, I mean like just other things. It doesn't necessarily have to be
No,
like.
not really, man. I mean, look, this is how we all got here. It seems in this culture to this day, even in this conversation at our age, not yours, ours, that there's still this fucking albatross that's always flying around about wanting to come up with an explanation as to why you got fucked.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like people, like, even to this day, women want to like have a reason instead of just be honest about it. I mean, it's a normal human activity. You don't need to be drunk or made a mistake or didn't get enough sleep. You just wanted it just like the guys did. Guys don't tell these stories. It's the women. Like, lose your inhibitions. I mean, what translation is you got fucked and you wish you'd have set the bar a little higher. What is that? Stephanie, did you ever have regrets?
What? Having sex with somebody?
Yeah, that you
Oh.
wish you wouldn't have?
Oh, of course.
But was it because of alcohol?
No, it was because yeah, I was drunk and they were ugly. What? I mean, of course, I think everybody has regrets on, sleeping with somebody that they shouldn't have. My goodness, Tom.
I mean, do you think it's that big a deal, though?
Well, not now. Back then, I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
You were with him? Oh,
But
God.
looking back on that, I mean, don't you think it's pretty unlikely to get a drill in like you dreamed of, and it was just that kind of sex under those circumstances was really never that good to begin with? I mean, did you ever get a good drilling drunk that you didn't regret?
I don't know. I can't remember half of them. That's what the alcohol does. Oh, God damn. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know.
Men don't. I just don't think men articulate it like women do, as far as like.
I guarantee you there's a lot of guys who were probably, we need another guy on the panel. I'm sure there's a guy that can come up on here and been like,
Yeah, come on. Are there any other guys up here? Mark, come on up here. I mean, he banged 2 fucking twins in a tent. He's a perfect man. Funny you should ask. Mark, get up here, goddamn it. Make sure crazy Kathy's sleeping. Mark always stands the slight chance of never being here tomorrow if she happens to wake up. Come on, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, come on up.
Come on up here. We need some fucking truth from another country.
Uh,
Well, it's fun to talk about. I think it's interesting to compare notes.
Mark needs Tom needs another male up
Yeah,
here.
another male.
But he's not gay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, Tom, just remember when you're going for your trans operation that
Yeah.
A cup doesn't win, right?
Man,
So
did I
like,
get a lot of nasty comments over that?
I didn't understand it. Like I saw and then I saw the comments, and I
Here he is.
was very confused.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
A cup doesn't win, right?
Man, did
like,
I get a lot of nasty comments over that? Mark, you got a damn YouTube thing open?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to figure it out right now.
You know better.
There we go. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Have you been following along?
Yeah, I have been.
What do you think of this?
Actually, repeat the question for me that I'm going to be. I have to be careful how I tread this water.
Michelle, what do you think? I don't want to ask a question that doesn't apply to the issue here. What do you think a good way of just asking one question is summing it all up about what we've talked about? Is it regrets? Is it what? I don't want to like have him answer something different than what we were wondering from another male. So what is it?
No, like, have you ever done anything that you regret when you were intoxicated?
Yeah. Do you have done anything you regretted when you were intoxicated?
Probably, yeah,
Right.
sure.
Right.
Definitely.
That makes sense.
I've said some things and I've.
Right.
No, we're not talking. We're talking about fucking.
No, we're not just
Oh,
talking about.
Sexually?
Of
No.
course
Okay,
we
so-
are.
So Tom's talking about just that.
Of course.
Yeah, but Mark, you're a male. You found someone that went along with it. What in God's name is the regret?
I don't have any regrets in that manner.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere then.
Sexually, no.
Oh, good. Me neither.
I haven't done anything that I regret. In
You've
that.
heard of beer goggles, haven't you, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
How about whiskey dick?
Oh, yeah.
That's my man.
Oh, yeah. I've experienced them both.
Yeah, I had 2 incidents of whiskey dick. And I was telling him earlier, Stephanie had never heard of it. You know, a lot of college kids will buy a Viagra on the street so they can perform drunk. Have you heard of this?
And nowadays, I believe it.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a couple times I wish I'd have had one.
back then, yeah, you know, they're kind of handy. You keep one in your utility belt, and when you need a
Yeah.
quick stiffy and you're feeling a little sleepy that day or something.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
we'd probably have massive strokes at this age. I'd never take it. Back then I would have. Absolutely would have.
Now, does Viagra, is that the only use for Viagra? Is
Yeah.
for that?
Not originally. Originally it was a heart medication.
Oh, wow.
And a 6-hour hard-on was the side effect.
Heart medication.
No,
We're
I'm
going
not
to keep
kidding.
you alive a while longer. But there's
It was originally a heart medication, and the side effect was a 6-hour hard-on. And some Jew scientist got wind of it and said, "Fuck the heart part. Let's market it as a good hard-on."
yeah.
Oh, God.
No, that's the absolute truth. Look at the history of Viagra.
I believe you, and no, I don't want to look at the history of Viagra. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I don't want you to feel put off by this, but I already got a few.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's right. Only 4, though, and you're going to be here a week.
You better take that for your heart.
I only got 4, and you're going to be here a week. Here a week.
Oh God! If it that lasts that long, I'm taking you to the hospital.
No, that's what they say in the TV commercials. You have an erection lasting
Marty's
over
gonna
6
be like,
hours to go to the emergency room. I'll have the biggest fucking party you've ever been to.
That's a
Oh
long
my
way there.
God!
I'm gonna take the
God.
long.
That's heavy bragging rights. God damn, man. And you think, you talk about value, $50 for a hard-on for 6 hours, that's a deal.
Oh God!
I don't know, man. I'd be beating it down with a shoe after a
Yeah,
while.
no, you wouldn't. You better have 6 hours. It'd be so great. You'd be a real fucking man just sporting that motherfucker for 6 hours straight while drinking. Shit, yeah, I don't have any problem with it.
Oh
You'd be a
God!
legend in a fucking female sorority fucking dorm.
Yeah, you do that now, Tom. You'd be stroking
No, I
out.
fucking probably would. I would look like Stephen Hawking the next day.
My God!
Use your arm in a sling.
I'd be. Yeah, you'd recognize me in the mall. I'd be steering around my fucking electric wheelchair with my mouth.
Oh God! Oh my
your
God!
poor
Yeah.
nurse that's gonna end up with you as a patient.
Oh,
You'll be
fuck
like,
yeah.
freaking Tom thought
She
I
better
was
not have
sick."
big tits. I don't care if I get arrested and charged with that shit when I'm gone that far.
Oh God!
They don't get arrested. By the time you get into the old folks' home, all you do is get fucking transferred and they get one different nurse on a different floor. You don't get arrested like I would now.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody could do it. You probably could, Tom.
Oh, man. No, they're going to get paid, man. They're going to get paid. I'm going to be taking fucking Ubers to the fucking cash machine and shit. I'm going to have to go to a teller because I'm not going to be able to get that much money out of my fucking debit card. I'm going to be bribing them. I swear to God, I'll be giving them fucking 10 grand and shit just to see their tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, why not? Once you get to that point, money doesn't do you any good anyway.
Can't
No.
take it with
I'd be
you.
the worst motherfucker in the whole place, man. If you gave me like 30 days to live, I'd be cleaning that fucking bank account out, fucking bribing them left and fucking right.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's kind of sad.
No, I don't think it's not sad. You know, I'll tell you, I had this one time when they thought I had this reactive arthritis one time. I was about 20. And at the time, they thought you got it through being sexually active. And you could have got it through blowjobs. So I knew right then, oh, God. And then about a year or two later, they said you also could have got it through spoiled milk. So I'm in this fucking conversation with this cocksucker fucking rheumatologist. And we're talking about how I could have maybe got this shit. And he said, you can get it through. I already knew this. The conversation was spoiled milk or blowjobs. I said, well, I'm pretty sure I got it through blowjobs. And he kind of alluded to like, well, it's sad. It's like, sad? I'm going to get this fucking shit. And you give me a choice of getting it from blowjobs or spoiled milk? I want to get it from blowjobs.
Of
What the
course.
fuck is sad about it?
I'm
It's making lemonade.
Oh gosh.
You know, you try and like make the best of it. You know?
Yeah.
Now there's arguments out there, and I don't know how true they are, that Viagra has saved marriages. I find that fucking hard to believe.
Save marriages.
Yeah. They make it look on the commercials and shit in the literature like there's these older women that are postmenopausal that, you know, he can't get a hard on and that saved the day. I don't fucking buy it.
Why? Why wouldn't it go? I could see it helping a marriage.
Well, because I I just don't know that many people that've been together that long still fucking. I mean, I know there's a few. I know one guy in Canada,
Jesus.
but I don't think it's enough to put $1 billion drug on the market. All these guys my age, none of them are fucking their wives. They're sleeping in separate beds. They're not even jacking off anymore. What the fuck you need Viagra for when you're not fucking your wife?
That's sad.
Secretary?
They're not
Yeah,
having
that
sex
too.
with
They're
their
retired.
wives?
Yeah, that's a good answer though. Yeah. What's that, Michelle?
You know a lot of people who are married who don't have sex
Oh
with each other?
fuck yeah, man! Tons, most of them.
That's
You know,
sad.
the ones that don't mind
That's
talking
really
about it, sleeping in
sad.
separate beds and shit. It's what?
That's really sad.
No, it's really reality. I mean, who are you comparing that being sad to? What freaks out there now? You know, Penny comes on here and says they fuck 3 times a week and what she's 65. I'm not calling her a liar, but come on.
I mean, you still should be like,
Well,
I'm
what
not
the
saying
fuck
like
do you do? I
every
mean,
day, all day, but
then it's got to be just some kind of like arousal I never had. It's got to be like they made good cookies and never blew all your money or something. I just find it unfathomable that a straight male attracted to women
Chris.
could put up with this and perform over 40 years. I mean, it's just a mystery to me.
Well, Michelle, my sister and her husband, they have their own rooms now.
Yeah, I mean, my parents did. My everybody I know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I just,
we
you know,
let-
it's not a
I let-
scientific study, but
Huh. Well,
Doesn't give me much to look forward to.
I
No,
know, right?
sure doesn't. But they're fine with it. This isn't like a deal breaker.
Right.
She doesn't want
Exactly.
it. Neither does him. I mean,
Right.
Stephanie turned on if one of those. Stephanie likes like if she goes to sees the Chippendales or something like that. That's good enough for you now, isn't it, Steph?
Yep, it sure is, Tom. Yeah.
Rubbing their shoulders.
Yeah. Sure is.
Yeah. Now, what if one wanted to come home with you?
Oh God, no, Tom.
Yeah. No. See ya. Yeah. See what I mean?
It's just not fair.
That ship has sailed.
There's a difference between, I mean, I still like to look at, good looking men, but it doesn't mean, I don't want to have sex with them. I don't want to have sex with them. But
Right.
I mean, I still look, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I do the same thing. I think it's just ingrained in your brain that even though the hormones disappear, it's like breathing or a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That you're halfway there now, and that one half never really totally disappears just by virtue of being a human being.
Right.
Yeah, see, LA, they got separate rooms.
Do they just like want you not to have sex when you get older, or what? Is that why some people take Viagra? I mean, I'm not
Viagra is usually
understanding
of a blood pressure, diabetes issue, or I mean, if I was still with my wife, none of those would be why I was taking the motherfucker. I'd be taking it because I was tired of fucking her.
That could be the truth, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, as a guy like me, I just like, I guess there's some kind of like love that I just don't think that kind of love that people talk about makes for a good hard on.
Is it like, so once you hit menopause for women, like you
can
don't-
reverse. Some women get hornier, but not many.
Right. Some women do, though.
Yeah. God, I'm glad I never met one of those. That'd be a real.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be on fucking forensic files.
Oh God.
I'd say, what's the motive? They didn't want her money. It's like she wanted to fuck all the time. Had to find a bear in the backyard.
Yeah. Oh God.
No, it does happen. See, Pug doesn't. The Chippendales don't do anything for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless, of course, they brought a basket of dirty laundry. She's got a olfactory fetish. Yeah, menopause, yeah. Oh, testicle cancer. Yeah, but did it get both of them or just one? Lance Armstrong only had one nut.
That's right.
My nephew only has one.
No, no, I'm not. It's not a joke. Is that just half a load?
I don't know. They had another baby, so I guess not.
No, I know it works, but I don't think you're going to be giving any Peter North.
Oh, leave me alone.
Who is calling, Mark?
Who else?
Chris LeClaire, who do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh boy.
Oh, you better believe it.
I could have answered it live and
Oh God, please don't.
all right. Yeah, I don't know what he wants.
Yeah, I just, I mean, there are people probably doing it, but Blue Malibu doesn't like the Chippendales either.
Yeah, well, we
I
all
never-
like our different things, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my mistake, Bug. Yeah, like different things, right? And you see some of these people get into this fetish shit, though. Thank God, man. You don't. That would be. It's hard enough to just as a straight normal person, let alone throwing that kind of crazy shit in there.
Tom, are you quoting yourself as a straight normal person?
No, hell no.
Just try, Tom.
I mean, I think I get sick of it all early. I think it's a brain disorder. It was never in the cards for me. None of that shit. I swear to God, man. If I could, it really wasn't. I knew. I was thinking of that today for some reason. I knew that once, that porn and shit became easily available, it was probably going to be the end of marriage and girlfriends. And sure enough, I was right. It doesn't interest me, really, to be honest with you. Yeah. And, that's a part of like dating and stuff like that. It's like, and it doesn't really interest me that much. I find it, how when you really like something, you'll find ways to line yourself up to do it. And when you don't, you just find ways to get out of it. That's what I do. I mean, it's not that much of a problem now, but when I was younger, it was. I'd rather like watch porn and shit way better. Yeah,
Really?
I don't mind it. I don't really consider it a problem.
To each his own.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Right.
And I know women that if they'd have caught their husband, like, especially when they weren't screwing them, watching porn, that would have been like a big deal.
You're what?
Yeah.
You're making an amusement park out of yourself?
Yeah.
You remember that episode of, did you watch Seinfeld?
No, I never watched Seinfeld.
You never oh my God, Tom, you missed out.
Really?
Oh, Tom, go click on some old episodes. It's funnier than shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. All the characters and everything. Hilarious.
Why didn't they keep doing it then?
Oh, it was on for a long time.
A real long time. They burnt out.
Yeah.
But they went out with a bang. Even the last episode was good.
Yeah. They ended it good.
Did you, Stephanie, did you watch Sopranos?
I just saw bits and pieces of that, but I never saw the whole series.
Did you watch that, Mark?
Yes, I did. I binge watched it.
Like it?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was really well made.
Now, I thought that Edie Falco was super attractive.
She was.
The wife?
In
The
a
wife?
way.
The wife?
Yeah, I know who Edie Falco played.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I agree with you.
Yeah, man, what a great actress.
In a Barbara Streisand kind of way.
Yeah,
Something appealing about her demeanor.
yeah. Did you watch that, Michelle? Sopranos?
I watched
Hey, Lucy.
I remember her from Nurse Jackie.
Was she good in that too?
She played a nurse. Yeah, I thought so. She had a drug problem.
In her life? Or in the movie?
In the series.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it was good. Nurse Jackie was good, Tom.
Yeah, she did
Really?
a good job. Yeah, she had a drug problem and she was a nurse and stuff. It was a good show.
Fuck off, Chris.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Man, I gotta shut my thingy off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. Nurse Jackie, was that a series or a movie?
Yeah, series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought she was. I didn't follow The Sopranos much. I watched Really, I never watched them when it was on TV. I watched them later, but just something about her. She reminded me like of a friend's mother that you thought was attractive when you were young. Just
Yeah,
like not beautiful, but she didn't. Just her personality. Such a great actor. You know,
Mm-hmm.
love watching that show.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing now. Probably retired.
Well, the Nurse Jackie that came out, it wasn't that long ago, was it, Stephanie?
Was it after
Um,
Sopranos?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just a couple years, I think, Michelle.
Was it? Okay, I forgot when it ended.
I
Let's
don't
see.
know where you could find. I don't know where you could find the series. I don't know if it would be on. I don't know if they have it on Netflix or Hulu or any of those. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Huh. Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah,
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Do you like that, Mark?
yeah, I watched it. I thought it was well made too. It was a little far fetched, but again, I binge watched it. I didn't watch it as a series. I watched it later.
I binge watched it too. Did you watch the spinoff? Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. There was a spinoff, Tom.
Yeah, that was a good show about
That was
Saul,
good too.
their crooked lawyer.
The Crooked Lawyer. Remember him, Tom?
No, I didn't. I never watched it.
Oh, you
I
never
got turned
watched
off on that Breaking Bad. I was all excited to watch it. But
Yeah.
he just moved too soon in the first episode. I mean, he goes from school teacher to drug dealer in 16 minutes into the fucking first episode.
Yeah, but you got to watch a few more. Then you really get into it, Tom.
Why didn't they make it like more develop it better?
I think they did as the storyline progressed. I
Yeah.
think that was just how they jumped into it in the beginning.
Okay.
Right.
I don't remember the first episode per se, but I got a feeling that's what they did. That's how
Okay.
they treated the whole series like that with flashbacks and stuff like that.
I think that is interesting how Edie Falco, how she played in The Sopranos, and then she went to playing a
Oh,
nurse for
great
like
acting.
7 years.
You know, this sounds crazy, but in the Sopranos episodes that I watched, it was her hairdos I liked.
Well, in Nurse Jackie, she just had like a short, like boy kind of cut hair in that series.
And even when she's interviewed, I just like everything about her. Seems like a super cool person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably. I mean, they were getting crazy money for that at the end.
Oh
That
yeah,
guy,
definitely.
The guy, he died of a heart attack, didn't he?
Yeah,
Was that like a cocaine guy or just bad luck?
big partier.
Oh, he was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gandolfini. I forget his first name. Rudolph or something. Randolph Gandolfini.
Yeah.
He was a huge partier.
Oh, he was.
Great. Did like blow.
No, that's probably did it then.
Oh, all the
No
factors.
kidding, huh?
Big eater, big partier. Just a big guy.
Huh. I thought Julia Roberts was a great actress too.
Oh yeah, I love Julia Roberts too.
Pretty Woman was like, I watched that about 5 times.
Yeah. That was good.
You think Richard Gere was good looking then?
He still is.
I think he looks like an old, like blind old man now.
I think how old's Richard Gere? Like 80?
You think he was good looking, Steph?
Yeah, he was okay.
I didn't
wasn't-
think Julia Roberts was really beautiful either.
No, she's not.
No, but Julia Roberts either. I don't like those women with those big mouths.
Yeah, she does have a big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She's huge. Could probably fit a tennis ball in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. I bet you could. Oh, Blue thought he was good looking. I thought he played a perfect part, though, man. I thought the acting was superb in Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Huh. Yeah, I wonder what, I know a guy that had a photography studio in Greenwich Village in New York. That he was a regular customer. He sold like images and albums and daguerreotypes and old stuff like that. Harvey Zucker was his name. He's big into photography. Richard Gere. Yeah, I didn't see that movie. Julia Roberts is like she's looking a little old too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke seems like a cool guy. Yeah, he looks really weird now. Oh, Officer and Gentleman is a good movie too. Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's good act. Do you think, who's getting old looking? About time is Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
How old's Robert here? I'm gonna look that up really quick.
They just
He's got to
accused
be up
him
there.
of some weird shit, grabbing ass or something at a screening or something. Oh, you like that too, Lucid, huh? Huh. Yeah, to me, these new actresses, like, they don't seem as good looking as they used to be.
Robert De Niro's 80.
Yeah, he's getting
Oh,
up
no
there.
wonder. That's pretty good, though, the pull off. He looked the same for 50 years.
Yeah, he did.
I
Yeah.
think once you hit a certain age, I don't think you really age as much anymore. Like I think once
Yeah,
you
but
hit,
some they'll do good and until the end. Like, look at fucking Jackson Brown. Looked like he was in high school. He was 60, and then bam.
Yeah, he got old quick.
Yeah, didn't he?
He let his hair turn color, and
Yeah, I mean, that fucker looked younger than hell for like my whole life almost.
yeah, that's
You
right.
know?
I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Well, look at Al Pacino.
Yeah, he's
Al
strange looking.
Pacino's the one that he just had a baby. He's freaking 82.
They say he's
did he
gay.
really?
They say
Yeah,
he's gay.
So
Michelle.
disgusting.
Google it. Yeah, he just had a baby. Oh, it makes me sick.
They say
Yeah,
he's
it's
gay.
sickening.
Well, I don't know if he's gay or not, but he's having another kid at 82. So,
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
That's
yeah, it
crazy.
is.
I bet he took a handful of Viagra.
Yeah, well,
Probably watched some bestiality on a big screen.
that just makes me sick.
Yeah, if I ever date, I think I'd have to do shit like that, like have big giant like jumbotrons of porn playing.
Hey Tom,
I looked up.
hey Tom, you still have hope to have kids.
No,
You can have a bunch
I
of-
know. First of all, I don't want any, and secondly,
You can-
they know now that this old sperm ain't worth a shit. It's not.
Ugh.
No, it's not healthy sperm. I mean, I don't even know. Like, if you look at this God and Jesus and all this shit, why are these sperm even like fertilizing anything anywhere? If this religious shit's true, that's cruel. Ask the Church of Christ. Where
Yeah,
every hermaphrodite sits in the first row like it ain't nothing.
church of no panties or.
He made more sense than anybody.
Yeah.
I'd join his church.
Yeah.
It sounds like crude, but he really meant that there weren't enough services for men as there were as women. It wasn't like pervert shit. Like you could, as a woman drug addict, you could go to a bunch of places. As a guy, not so much.
Really?
Yeah, they kind of catered to women and their needs more than men. That's right, hey Pug. Yeah. Yeah, it's well, we're lucky we lived this long to know this much, aren't we? I think they're taking Viagra. Yeah. I'm gonna look up tomorrow. You can take Viagra and jack off. That's the phase I'm heading in my life.
Oh, God.
What a shame.
Yeah.
There's an ambulance over at Tom's. Marty's like,
Yeah.
what's going on, Tom? Oh, I had to
Had a
try.
massive stroke.
I
Oh,
had to
God.
try
You took
something.
too
I'll be
much
getting more-
Viagra.
I'll be getting.
Oh, God.
They'll do a crime scene. They'll just be empty Viagra's just like all over where I stepped on them
The
because I didn't have
police
my
report.
glasses.
The police report for Tom. Tom Reed.
Yeah.
Well, it was an overdose of
Yeah.
Viagra.
Overdose
Yeah,
Viagra.
they'll do a true crime video
Yeah.
on Tom.
Yeah.
They'll show all his porn laying around, his dragon's milk, his Viagra, and he's
Yeah.
stroked out.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, make sure they turn me over so you can see the big smile on my face.
Oh, gee.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh yeah. Who said retirement couldn't be fun? Yeah.
Say,
What am I supposed
Stephanie,
to do?
didn't you know that Tom Reed? Oh no, I didn't know him at
Yeah,
all.
that's crazy.
But somebody's got to identify the body.
That's right.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Great.
Don't know who he is.
Yeah. I'll get one of those vulture burials, whatever they call it. There's
Oh
places-
yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it. If I could do it, I would. You know, there's tons of people down here, right around here, like with their gravestones of their family right in their front yard.
Yeah, I've seen that place.
They're everywhere around here. Some of them got little fences and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So
Is it's legal?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, legal.
I didn't know if that was legal to do that or not.
Some places it isn't, but here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to have the whole family buried in the front yard, like where you see it every time you pull in the driveway.
Kind of takes away from the selling factor of your property, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not at Halloween.
No, I guess not.
No, that's a good point. I never thought about that. Yeah, it would be a little strange. I mean, what would you do? Just go to Home Depot and rent the mini excavator after you close and get them on there?
Home
Did you say
exhibit.
not on Halloween?
I think it'd be great.
I just got that now.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be
Halloween.
great around Halloween. Have a real life
Oh,
gravestone.
God.
Yeah, but if you think about it, how
Oh.
your house is probably was made on some kind of burial ground from a long time ago.
Yeah, it could be. Although, you know, the Indians like really kind of skipped this area. They were in the Civil War guys too. They were here,
Okay.
but not much. They were like more Washington, where I go to get coffee,
Okay.
or Augusta, East, Atlanta, West. Yeah, well, for some reason, this is kind of this county really isn't that old. And it was 3 counties that got together and said, hey, this area of land sucks. Why don't we just give it away and let them create a new county? And that's how it formed.
Oh,
You don't have the like beautiful hills and hardwoods that they have like in Wilkes County north of here, Greene County west of here. You know, it's just kind of like, I mean, I like it. It's, you know, for me, it's like better than where I came from, but it's not the beautiful, like when you get out south of Madison and stuff, it's just like beautiful hardwoods. You know, we have this is mostly sustainable pine forest run by big paper companies, clear cutting, cut them down, grow them all up again, that kind of thing. This isn't
Okay.
like a beautiful area. Like I said, 161 counties in Georgia, and one's the richest. This is 159. It's like a
Okay.
pro county. They're still driving around Crown Victorias with bald tires as the police cars.
wow.
Window air conditioners in the courthouse.
Wow.
So it's kind of like the one place in Schitt's Creek where they moved to. It was kind of like just nobody really lived there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the most ruralest county in the United States, east
Really?
of the Mississippi. Yeah, less than 1,500 people in the whole county.
Wow.
Not even a hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, but I like it like this. I mean, there is a hospital like in a richer county, Greene, which is fucking. You know, I built this place, right? You know how many inspections permits I needed to build my house?
0, right? I think you
Right.
told us.
Zero. Nothing.
Huh.
Well, there's
Isn't that
perks.
Yeah, there are. I mean, you can't have it both ways, but it is a dirt road, and if I used to say all the time, if I ever walked to the back of the property and got bit by a rattlesnake, I'm probably fucked. 20 minutes to the house, 20 minutes to an ambulance here,
Well,
20 more minutes to the hospital. At this age, I probably wouldn't make it back to the house, depending on where I got bit.
Right.
how far is it to like the next like civilized area?
Well,
What
the
you would
next
say?
places like this, there's 12 miles, Union Point, and then everything else is like super rural, like nothing there, nothing,
Really?
nothing.
Okay.
Like the nicest like place you'd like is where I get coffee. That's 21 miles. That's
Okay.
Washington, which is a big tick up. And then
Okay.
you got straight east of me, 16 miles. You got Greensboro, tick up. But like here and like close by, like I'm telling you, man, it's like everybody just left in 1930.
Like a
Mm.
ghost town? Like if you see
Yeah,
those
it's
like
like a ghost
old.
town. There's an antique store downtown that they just left in 1950. It's got the same shit in the front picture window.
Wow.
And people keep buying it, and fuck, why? Who knows?
That might be a good area to film like an old
They
movie.
do. Look it up.
Old
Crawfordville, Georgia.
movie.
They filmed 14 movies here.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and you know
I
why?
saw
Because they
something
didn't need
else.
to do a fucking thing.
Right. You probably didn't need to get permits. You didn't have to
No, you
worry
didn't need,
about
not only that, you
people.
didn't need to like go to all this trouble of like props. They're here.
Yeah. Because you said everything's still kind of like run down,
Yeah,
like
look up
old.
Crawfordville, Georgia. You see the movies they filmed here. That Reese Witherspoon was in one. Yeah, you don't have to do
Mm.
anything. But I mean, they're all over down here. Towns like
Yeah.
this, cities, just everywhere. Hundreds of them.
Like
Yeah.
most of the rural areas here, it's not like where it is where you are. Like they have like new buildings, like a new dollar store or like the new
Yeah, they do get those. Although we just
whatever.
had a new one go out of business here about a month ago. They do have dollar stores, new dollar stores. That's true. But like we don't. There's two bars here that are kind of like private, like slash blind pigs. It's weird. No signs out front, but you can go in and pay for a beer. It's crazy. They're both in Sharon, and they have weird shit here too. Like they've got this big astronomy thing in Sharon, which is 9 miles from here, where it's a community where you can't have any lights on. You have to have your shades pulled all the time. There are all these dark sky, no light pollution nuts. There's some super world famous guy that lives out there. I go by there sometimes, and it's all like a neighborhood of like 100 people. No lights allowed at night.
Mm.
And out here, there's no light pollution. I can walk out, looks like a planetarium. There's no like shopping center, no towns next door, nothing. It's like beautiful here. I mean, it's just surprising to me that you can only be 90 miles from Atlanta and it still be this way. No sirens. Once in a while, a train you'll hear. Occasionally, like, I like aviation. There's 2 Air Turkey flights that take off on Mondays and Thursdays. They're direct flights from Chicago, and they fly direct flights from Atlanta to Turkey. And they're climbing, and they're at about 26,000 feet here, climbing, heading northeast to Turkey. It's like a 14-hour flight. And I can hear them once in a while, and that's because it's a big 777. It's got a lot of throttle in. He's trying to get up to 35,000 feet, and they're still climbing here. And if it's just right and there's no wind, I can hear them. And I know when I go to my phone, I know what airplane that is and where they're going, because it's a big, heavy airplane climbing late at night. And it's kind of cool, really.
Yeah.
Now, with is your property gated or is it just
Yeah.
surrounded by woods?
Surrounded by woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's just all like pure woods. Like I just
So it's all like
like
nature then.
4.5 acres is cut around this house I'm in now. I'm not
Okay.
cutting any grass at my house. And I've been cutting it different, leaving like right now the wildflowers are like crazy. And,
Hmm.
I'm a big bee and insect nut. And I noticed the other day out fucking with these red ants that I spray all the time to try to get rid of them, that there were a lot of wildflowers growing. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to not cut this like I normally do, because there were just so many insects all over these flowers. I mean, The wildflowers down here are crazy beautiful, bright purples,
Oh yeah,
yellows.
they are.
And just nobody's doing anything. They're just growing naturally. Then I see all these insects on them. Now there's a lot of baby fawns are born, and they'll hide in the weeds. And I've read stories. You'll run over them. They won't. They're so scared. They freeze and they have no scent. That's their. But I've come up on one. I came up on one the other day. I drive real slow, and if I get up close to them on an ATV, they will take off. They're not going to let you run over them because I thought, well, once I see my first fawn, I'm going to quit driving through these high weeds because I don't want to run over any of them. But I don't do it like I would. But now that I've seen a fawn and I know they're out there and for some reason they like hiding in these weeds, I don't want to take the chance of running over.
Invest in a deer whistle for your car too.
Yeah, they say those don't work.
Oh, it's not. They're not that much money.
Yeah, I mean, there's more deer around here than I ever imagined, and they're about the same size as the ones where I lived in Michigan. I'm surprised. I see like deer everywhere. I mean, crazy amounts of deer. The birds are like, this is a big migratory area where birds fly through. The birds heading north have pretty much done that already. The bird seed consumption's dropped way off. Like I bet I'm feeding like 5% as much bird seed as I was during when these birds were flying north. It's pretty cool, really. A lot of cool birds, and there's supposed to be like I've looked my ass off for snakes since I've got here. Although I was watching videos the other night. As it turns out, snakes for some reason, we got a lot of old tin roofs that are like on these old buildings where I go in and see the vultures and stuff, where they get blown down, they get torn down. You got this tin laying around, the old tin roofs on like collapsed buildings. And I guess that's a real haven for like snakes because it keeps them warm, and they get underneath there. And they were catching them all over the fucking place. But I've never seen a fucking snake down here since I've been here. And we have rattlesnakes, copperheads. Fuck, Marty sees them, but I don't see them. Yeah, I don't see them. Neighbor killed a couple of them about a week ago. I look for them too, and I'm back there fucking around constantly. But just by virtue of, driving all the time, I don't even see them when I go other places. I never find them. I want to see them. I think they're cool.
They're fast and sneaky.
Yeah, fast and sneaky. Yeah, they're beautiful too, man. Look up a copperhead, man. It's like the most gorgeous, like paisley design you've ever seen in your life. Can't even believe it's alive. Same with the timber rattlesnakes. They're just like gorgeous creatures, man. It's just beautiful, that design. Yeah, a lot of birds migrate at night. Yeah, robins are one of them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see them on radar. That's right. Yeah, that's true. That fucking jack off, that fucking Dan Gilbert, that fucker gave Audubon a bunch of shit on turning off those lights in those downtown Detroit buildings. For some reason, these birds are attracted to lights at night, and they run into these glass buildings, and they just find them by the droves during migration, and they ask these guys to turn the lights off at night, and that Dan Gilbert didn't want to do it. They had a problem with that in Chicago when I lived there too.
Birds hitting the towers.
Yeah, Sears Tower, all over the fucking place. And those wind turbines, the power generators, you talk to those guys that do maintenance on those. In the spring, they just go over there and they clean up dead birds by the garbage bags full that migrate at night, flying into those places.
We have them all over the place.
Yeah,
just a little north of
here. Canada's got quite a few of those too.
Yeah, we got them just a little north of here. When I was traveling back from my Witter Station where I did a show a couple of weeks ago. It was nighttime, and you could see the red lights that flashed from each tower.
Yeah,
and it showed the amount of towers because the red lights would just flash, not in unison, but one after another, and it just flash off into the distance so they disappeared.
Wow. If you go over to Tawas, where I used to do a lot of those winter ice videos where I was living, there's a place north up in Canada. It starts with a K, where they have tons of those wind turbines. And on a clear night, you could see half the blade. That shows you how much curvature there is in 80 miles over the water. You could see the top half of the blades on a clear night spinning. And that was
Wow.
all the way across Lake Huron on the other side over to Canada. And I just, Canada's real. They're much more proactive on wildlife and altitude restrictions for airplanes in the United States. It just was surprising to me that Canada would do that shit in a fucking major bird migratory area, but they did. Kinchlow or something like that, the name of it is. Something with a K. If you followed the water line all the way up from Windsor, way north, directly east from East Taos, Michigan, on the Canadian side, that's where they got them all. They were planted right in the water. It's crazy. Nuts. Well, I think I'm going to hit the hay, you guys. I'm going to get up and do some shit in the morning.
Yeah, I'm in the studio tomorrow.
Oh, have a good time. Did you get a hold of that video yet of your
Still
bar?
hasn't been given to us yet. They're still working on it.
Oh, okay.
Should be soon though. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, editing's a bitch, man.
They were telling, yeah, it must be.
It is
Because,
super time consuming. Takes forever. They're taking out shit like in between breaks and stuff, and it's fucking I hate editing. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a good day tomorrow, Michelle.
Yeah, you guys have a good day.
Staff, you have a good day. Mark?
Yeah, you too.
Info
too.
Miss Ollie, Pug, LA,
Yeah.
Leah? You going to say
Good
something?
night, Chad.
Well, I
Night,
could
everybody.
run a chat tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
You want to do one?
Maybe. I might do a quick one.
If you're going to do one, I'll put the name of your thing in Moments with Michelle, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be up late then, it's already 10 to 1.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so Michelle's going to do a chat, you guys. Moments with Michelle.
Moments with Michelle.
I got an early morning, Michelle. I can't make it tonight.
That's all good.
Yeah, go ahead and do one.
Okay, good night.
All right, good night, you guys. You party
Good
on.
night,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming on, Mark.
Thank you. Bye.
Rock on. See you, Jeannie. Bye, Blue.